Okay, is my voice audible now? Perfect. Is there any echo in the voice? Perfect. Wonderful. So, what's up, everyone? I'm really excited to start this journey. I just saw a few messages that some people are joining from Ghana. It's 9:20 a.m. over there in Nigeria right now. And I can see a lot of my older students like Ayush and a lot of people are right there. So warm greetings to you all. Okay, so Indra Kumari is from South Korea. Samir is from Hyderabad. Amit is joining us from New Zealand. So this certification has raised its voice globally, and I'm really happy to see this. Abhishek is from Bhubaneswar. Okay, but what we are here right now is for the cybersecurity thing. Sort of from Maharashtra, Bangalore, MP, Kolkata, Chennai, Kolkata, AP, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, okay, Kerala, and like basically, okay, we have a lot of people from Germany, Panipat. I'm just reading the name continuously, and they are from all around. So a very warm greeting to you, everyone. And I would like to share you my journey, how I got started with this, and how you can also get started with this in a very fruitful way. First of all, you must be following me on my YouTube channel, that is Saksham the Computer Guy. So you must be, looking at me over there. I've recently posted a video over there saying, don't be a hacker. And the only reason that I have started that thing, because, once you'll step into this field, then people will say, hey, hack into my phone. You're not enough, you're not a good hacker if you cannot hack my phone, or maybe somebody's WhatsApp, or maybe somebody's Instagram. But right now, what we are about to focus here is definitely related to the different domains of technology. For example, we are going to jump into the web pen testing for a few weeks into the starting. And today, our ultimate goal will be like, let me just make you jump through the curriculum so that you can just get an idea that how we are going to keep the approach towards this course, which is going to be a really exciting journey out here. Okay, so I can see my course is right here. So there are a lot of promises that we have done to you people in order to teach you quite a lot into this course. So first of all, this is a quick disclaimer to everyone having the RAM less than 2 GB, because if you are not having the RAM at least, if you're not having the RAM of at least 2 GB, then you won't be able to configure Kali Linux. Even if you're having the RAM up to 2 GB, then you will be able to configure Kali Linux, but into the dual boot mode. Right now, what I recommend is creating a testing environment, and then we gotta have to proceed with it. So our today's goal will be to set up the environment so that we can, set up this lab. Narendra says, sir, this week only Sunday, from next week, Saturday, Sunday. Yes, exactly. From next week, I'm going to come live every Saturday, Sunday from 3 to 6. And after 6, we are going to have a doubt session as well. So, and we have another feature here that from Monday to Friday, if you're not able to do anything, if you're not able to understand anything, first of all, you can clear your doubts into the doubt session after the classes. And apart from that, you can book a session on Skype. We have the teaching assistant assigned for this course, whose name is Mukesh. I'll share you his Skype ID. You can connect with him from Monday to Friday if you want to learn anything ever again. So this is again a very good feature. Okay, so today we are going to talk about the course introduction. I don't have any background about coding. Can you please tell? See, even if you don't have any background from coding, you can still get started with it, because we are going to take everything from scratch here. We are going to build your fundamental first of all, and then we are going to get started with the installation process. So the very good thing about this course is that I'm going to teach you everything live. For example, you can see that down here, I have just now installed the ISO of Kali Linux, so that I can show it to you manually right in front of you live, that how to install Kali Linux into your VirtualBox. So everything will be taken from scratch, so you don't need to worry about anything at all. Yes, Mukesh sir is also a part of our team. Samir, I guess you have been following him, and then you're jumping up here. Okay, will the lectures be recorded? Can we rewatch the videos? Yes, you'll have the lifetime access of these recordings. All of these lectures are getting recorded. These Zoom lectures are getting recorded, and you'll get the access to that as well. Sir, I'm total beginner in this field and want to pursue this career. this is a very easy career. I believe that there are a lot of job openings for cybersecurity, and by step, like we have mentioned onto our landing page. Like suppose it was here csm.ineuron.ai. Into the FAQ of this page, there is a section saying what are the highest paying jobs. So even if you are just an analyst, you can get a package of easily 10 lakhs. And if you proceed with it, because you gotta have to get started with somewhere. You cannot become a king from the day one. You gotta have to put some of your research over it, and step by step, you can easily proceed with it. And as we know, we have some of the great companies in India, like Lucidius, Tech Defense, and there are tons of companies out there who are providing VAPT solutions in India, and they are definitely looking for a lot of candidates who have a good knowledge about cybersecurity. Because I'm telling you, there is no scarcity of job anywhere in this world. There is definitely a scarcity of good candidate. So that's how it is being taken. So can we get jobs in FANG? Yes, you can definitely prepare for it. But for that, I'll tell you that how hard bounties you gotta have to hit. If you are able to hit those bounties, then definitely you can make your resume stronger, and then you can proceed with that. I'll tell you what are the upcoming certifications that we are bringing up, and what are the different things that we are bringing up, a complete pathway. Because this is a for sure fact that within 2 to 3 months, you can do the transition. But later on also, you're going to have to keep on reading. You're going to have to keep on taking the knowledge in order to boost your career even after taking the job. So you're going to have to continue this journey. And definitely this is one thing in tech that you're going to have to keep on learning. Once you are inside the tech community, or once you're inside any IT company, the learning must go on. And this is why we are keeping this batch on Saturday and Sunday. I am a cybersecurity professional at Blue Team and looking to move towards VAPT. This is really good thing, Ayush. If you are already into the Blue Team somewhere in some company, you can definitely move into VAPT, or you can also do your own startup. Because once I'll tell you the pathways, there are certain certification that your company needs to have in order to do the VAPT practices. If you can take them, you can have your own startup as well. So there are wide number of opportunities in India related to cybersecurity. So the difference between cybersecurity and ethical hacking, there is not much difference between cybersecurity and ethical hacking, because it's just a synonym kind of thing. Because hacking is quite fancy and cool. That's how they portray everyone. They'll bring up some heavy words in front of you like exploits, backdoor, but they are not much heavy things out there. So with this course curriculum, you'll definitely clear it up again. Hoping this course will fulfill the VAPT requirement. Definitely, in the end, we have taken a lot of, VAPT tools like Nessus and these kind of things. So you will definitely know that how a VAPT report is being made. We have even I have personally done the VAPT for a lot of clients. So I'll be giving you an idea that how the VAPT reports are being made, and what are the prerequisites. Once you approach the client, what should be the questionnaire. So I'm going to make you the job ready as well as a startup ready as well. So that is going to be a really good thing about this course. Is coding required? I hate coding. Is coding required in cybersecurity? See how I am continuing my journey with cybersecurity, even with coding, but without coding as well. See how it goes here in cybersecurity world. First of all, you learn any one programming language, that is for sure required, because you'll be able to develop the basics. And then later on, suppose maybe after a year for now, we are seeing that new technologies are coming up. For example, there is a MongoDB injection. So when it came up, I didn't read the whole MongoDB. I just took a quick walkthrough over it so that I can learn that what is MongoDB injection. And then later on, I was able to understand it so that I was able to apply my own logics. But there is no need to read the complete thing out there. It can be done that way as well. Please highlight government sector opportunities as well in the roadmap. Right. So the government sector opportunity into the upcoming days, I'll give you a brief introduction about what CERT is. CERT stands for CERT. That is Computer Emergency Response Team. That is giving the authorization to do the VAPT into a lot of government related programs, like some government related banks and these kind of things out there. So I'll take a complete session on how to go related to government related things as well, because I know all of these processes. So definitely I'm going to take a quick session over this. Sir, I'm CCNA certified, and right now I'm working as networking. I can see you guys have a lot of doubts in here. So let's keep a bar, like it's 3:13 right now. I'm going to answer all of your questions till 3:30, and then we'll read a little bit. Then we'll chit chat again. Like we'll read for like half an hour or 45 minutes. I hope you guys are free till 6 today. And then we'll again talk a little bit, and then we'll go like this. So it's 3:13 p.m. right now. So you only have 15 minutes left in order to ask me the questions, and then we'll get started with the curriculum, the most exciting part about this course. Okay, so I was replying to Asar Mohammed, I believe. So, sir, I'm CCNA certified, and right now I'm working as a network engineer, but I want to switch to cybersecurity. How it is possible? It is super easily possible, because a lot of CCNA and this RHCE kind of guys, they are recently switching to this cybersecurity, because that is more happening first of all, and secondly, there is a field called as network penetration testing. So they have a good knowledge about network penetration testing. For example, there are a lot of zero auth related attacks and a lot of packet related attacks that can jam the network basically, that can do the surveillance inside the network basically, that can create a lot of honeypots inside the network basically. So a lot of organizations are also taking part into the network pen testing as well. So it's quite easy for the candidates of CCNA and RHCSA to go into the networking field. So it depends upon you that where do you concentrate the most, and eventually if you are already working in CCNA, then you'll enjoy quite a lot that how the network can be monitored and how you can flirt the null packets over there that can increase the suffocation in between the network, and the network can get jammed. So these kind of things we'll definitely read in this course. So what if I am working as a network security and I want to switch, my salary will get decreased? See, what I believe that it depends that you are in which role of network security. If you are in a very good role of network security, then you can directly switch on to some bigger designations like CSOs. This is a good designation out there. So it depends, like in which designation you are currently working as a network security engineer. Basically, I've joined this course for having an entry point in cybersecurity. You are at the right place, because this is the first and I believe the last time I'm taking the live boot camp with very basic, since we are going to have a lot of series related to cybersecurity coming up. But this is the first time that I'm going to deliver the fundamentals of the cybersecurity. So we are going to take everything from scratch. A complete spoon feeding will be done right here. But again, we are going to give up some challenges as well, so that you can solve them and you can easily boost up your confidence as well, because I'm going to stay in front of you for like next 3 months. But after that, you're going to stuck into a lot of problems, and that's what the other name of hacking is. There are going to be a lot of errors, so make sure you keep a lot of patience over there. Okay, is coding required? I have already answered. Salary will not get decreased, Peter. Basically, I've joined this course. Entry point, I've already replied that. Coding required, I've already replied that. Okay, GRC analyst and security analyst, they are the mainly the security analysts are the entry point designations that you get. So it's quite easy to get a job of security analyst out there. So these are the entry points out there. They basically work on the report making of VAPT. Or sometimes they basically analyze the bugs, and these kind of works they are doing. Not the major part in the company definitely, but yes, into the starting, yes, you're gonna be hired as a cybersecurity analyst, something like that. I'm working as a software tester in product-based company. How is going to help to fetch handsome package? See, I'm pretty sure if you'll have a word with someone having the higher designation in your company, they'll tell you that if they have the clients related to testing, then I'm pretty sure it's very easy to convince them for the VAPT, that is called as vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. Because if a company is taking care about not getting any kind of error with the user experience, they are definitely going to take care about how they can keep their application secure. And basically it's like the hacking is kind of like black box testing. because you're given a scenario into the life, and you gotta have to find the bugs that can lead to database breach, or it can lead to some kind of malfunction. These kind of things are happening over there. You gotta have to find these kind of things while the testing of the cybersecurity, and then they'll realize your word that just not testing is required. With the testing, with the normal testing or the manual or the automation testing, the VAPT is also required, because usually the process to deliver any product out there is you go ahead with the UI UX design, and then your architecture decider is going to decide that which technology you're going to use, and then you're going to work on that technology after the UI UX, and then you're going to code your product, you're going to make it full ready to go, and then you're going to go with the bug testing, the manual one and the automation one, and after the testing you're going to go for VAPT. That these are the standards in order to release any kind of projects, which pretty much everyone here in this country and somewhere abroad, they are also learning it very swiftly, which is why cybersecurity is a very big risk. Suppose if you are getting funding out there, and like there are 3 rounds of funding, and right before the 3rd round of funding, suppose your database is breached. Somebody is selling the data onto the darknet. It has happened with Zomato. The database of Zomato was sold on darknet, and of a lot of other companies, their databases was also sold on darknet. So basically, it made them to lose the business risk, their reputation, their data. Basically, data is everything out there in today's market. So that is why people have realized its worth, and a lot of opportunities related to cybersecurity is coming up. Okay, scripting versus coding, which is required for CS. I believe you do not need a scripting in here. You just need the logics. Basically, what happens, you prepare yourself. These kind of attacks are like your weapons. You make them ready, and then you create a list of a lot of attacks out there, and then you execute them, and let's see which one works. I'm currently pursuing PhD. I want to integrate. Okay, I can see like I have 50 pending questions. So definitely we are going to take rest of the questions later on, but I'm trying my best to answer them all, and then I'm going to be resuming these questions once again after 3:30. We'll read a little bit, and we'll complete our curriculum also a little bit, because we're gonna have to clear this CSM certification as well, and then we can proceed with it. Okay, so I guess some people are sending the questions again and again. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so Faraz says, I know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, PHP, MySQL, C++, C, Java. Will this be enough? This will be more than enough. HackerOne, yes, we are going to take a complete tour on HackerOne. On HackerOne, there is a very big problem of the duplicate reports. So I'm going to tell you that how to even eliminate these kind of things. Okay, so I'm working in BPO, which is non-technical, and I have 7 years of experience. Is it good to switch now to cyber? Yes, definitely. Cybersecurity is much better than a BPO thing out there. I have done CEH 11 training and now getting ready to give CEH exam. Will this course help in that? Yes, definitely. In fact, I'll tell you what kind of questions are coming there in CEH. Or we can keep a dummy CEH ready, or I cannot say directly CEH, but we are going to keep a little bit of quiz exams in between. So especially for the CEH candidates, because we are also coming up with CEH in upcoming days. So I'm going to keep an exam, a quiz exam. If you will fill that right, then definitely this is going to help you in clearing up the CEH, because I'm already CHV 11 certified, so I know what is coming up there. So it's good to get certified again and again with the latest version of CEH. Okay, how will the exam pattern, how will be the exam pattern for the ISO 27001? So 27001 ISO is especially for information security, as you can Google and check it out. And the exam pattern is going to be like, you will be given like 5 or 6 questions carrying a number of weightage out there. Some kind of numbers will be allotted. It will be like 300 marks exam, or maybe like 400 marks. You will be we will walk you through the exam process 10 days prior. So there you'll have like 3 or 4 theoretical questions, and you will have like 4 or 5 demonstrative questions with the practical approach over the lab. So this is gonna be the criteria for exam. Sir, do we need to be pro in shell scripting? Not at all. You'll definitely make the logics. For example, you'll do the scripting when you'll go with Nmap. But if you will read that what kind of exact things doing out there with the Nmap, what kind of like commands doing out there, like there is rigorous scanning with -r, these kind of things are made script as a whole one command. That's the only difference between scripting and different things out there. Okay, how the cybersecurity will help in data science, big data, and AWS. I really think, Manir, you should go to the channel of Krish Nayak, where we have recorded a quick video that how cybersecurity can help the field of data science. So definitely you can go ahead there and you can check out that how it can help to the people at data science and AWS field and big data, because there is no, literally, I'm telling you, there is no cybersecurity company alive without any data science people. So I'm pretty sure that it will be quite helpful for the data science students, especially. Okay, I'm cloud engineer. I would like to become a CISO. Could you tell me the roadmap? Yes, I can tell you the roadmap. So CISO requires the experience of at least 5 to 6 years in a corporate of security. You should at least have 5 to 6 years of experience into the security field. And then there is a certification called as CISSP. In fact, before showing up for CISSP, you need to have certain amount of experience. Then only you can show up for that certification. Then you can go ahead and apply for CISO and these kind of jobs. Sir, IIT Kanpur has launched the courses. Like, I'm not gonna comment anything related to IIT Kanpur or any other brands out there. So keep me out of this. Okay. I'm working as a QA in Deloitte, but I'm planning to gain expertise in security. Yes, definitely. Deloitte has a complete segment differently dedicated to cybersecurity. Even few of my friends are there doing the security audits in Deloitte. Deloitte has a lot of security related clients. So I'm pretty sure it won't be much hard for you, Divyam, to shift into the field of cybersecurity. Okay, 5 minutes more, and then we are going to jump on to something related to curriculum. We are going to get started with the course, but I can still see a lot of messages. I'm trying to reply them all. Sir, can you explain in Hindi? I won't be able to explain much in Hindi because a lot of people from all over the globe are actually attending this course, which is why I'm gonna keep it bilingual mostly. But if you feel that, sir, I have this problem, I was not able to understand this in English, then definitely you can take the assistance from Mukesh. He can definitely deliver you the session in Hindi as well. So no need to worry, grab as much as you can, see the recorded lectures again and again, and you won't be having any problem at all out there. Can we have some pre-recorded videos so we can complete course early? So no, we don't have any pre-recorded videos for this course. Otherwise, I wouldn't be delivering live here. But definitely you're going to get the course recordings, and then everyone is going to get the certification all along. Thank you for a lot of love right here. And will this course help me to switch profile from DevOps to DevSecOps? Yes, somewhere. I'm pretty sure that this course is not at all towards the DevSecOps centrics, because that is a super advanced level of thing out there. But definitely after, once you are in DevOps, you will have the idea that what can be done in order to make DevSecOps secure. Basically, you'll get the security edge out there because already DevOps is quite a heavy thing out there. I'm security data scientist and worked on security data scientist and worked on OEBA, an intrusion detection system, botnet detection system. What are some other companies which offer data science plus cybersecurity one? See, I'm pretty sure that FireEye, SolarWinds, these are the 2 companies who are operating from Bangalore as well, and they are definitely providing these kind of things. Most of these jargons are bouncing over my head. Yes, ethical hacking is like this only. a lot of jargons and a lot of terrifying jargons that has nothing at all. Can I get internship in cybersecurity through iNeuron? Yes, I believe we are gonna take one intern by the end of this course. If he'll be really good enough and we'll think that he can help us out into the different operations, then we can definitely take this. Sir, how lab practice class will be here? When will we have to do live class or later as assignment? You can do that all along with me, or you can, try them again after watching this recorded lectures. Okay, so I've already answered this. Currently working as SDT as cybersecurity company. My job is mostly automation testing. Need to go into malware analysis, network analysis. How this course will help me? What things can I expect? See, with the automation testing, I'm pretty sure you must be, running these tools that are into the fashion of VAPT these days, like Acunetics and Nessus. With this course, we have a little bit part of forensics that can make you a little bit walkthrough towards malware analysis, but definitely not a complete, malware analysis is a very big thing out there. In order to, go ahead with the malware analysis course, you gotta have to spend at least 3 to 4 months. And we are planning to specially come up with a malware analysis course because there are a lot of job openings related to malware analysis, especially. Network analysis, it is going to help you out a lot because we are going to start right away from OSI model to the network mapping and the port scanning and exploitation. Everything out there will be taken care. So I'm pretty sure that network analysis, you'll be pretty happy with network analysis in this course because we are going to take it to the next level for sure. But for the malware analysis, we are going to have the upcoming dedicated course for that. And you won't be able to find so much things out here in this course related to malware analysis. I just tell the lie. I just don't lie. I just tell the truth, and that's how I go. So keep your expectation as the course curriculum is. Okay, so I'm data scientist. How this course help? Yes, definitely this course will help. Like I stated, we have already recorded a video with Chris sir. So you can go ahead and check out his YouTube channel, and also you can check out my YouTube channel, which is Saksham the Computer Guy. Okay, I've already replied this. How to get bug bounty freelancer job? See, don't get a bug bounty freelancer job because you do the bug bounty on your own. Rather than that, you can apply for the red team in Synect. So that could be one thing. A lot of questions, but we are out of time. So I'll take these questions again. Once we are done with a little bit of demonstration, let's talk a little bit about cybersecurity and let's get started with this course. Quick question, last one. Can we use Office laptop with Oracle VM? Why not? If your office is allowing that, that's okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure if your office is not keeping the endpoint securities in your laptops, then I think it's good to go. And even after that, I'm pretty sure that it won't be able to find any of such things. Will this course help in OSCP exam? Yes, definitely. This course is going to help you in OSCP exam because in OSCP exam you find a lot of questions related to network mapping. They'll give you like five machines and you gotta have to exploit them live by finding that which port is opened up out there, and then you gotta have to exploit that port. So in order to do that, we are taking everything from scratch in here. So later on, we are also coming up with a lot of CTF related courses. So you can also go ahead and try that over there. So once you will, attend this course, and after that you will solve the CTF live with us, or also I'm also coming up with a free CTF series on my YouTube channel, that is Saksham the Computer Guy. So you can keep your CTF things side by side by checking my free videos on my YouTube channel. Okay, so let's get started with the curriculum finally, because we have a lot to cover today. And today I'll try that, I'll just try that we complete our 2 or 3 curriculum at least. I'll try to complete Welcome to the World of Penetration Testing today. I'll try to complete the Setting Up an Environment today. And let's keep the Linux Fundamental Crash Course for next Saturday. But a quick practical dose can be given with the help of core fundamentals of web penetration testing. These are not the much hard things out there, but very necessary in order to, you know, build up your fundamentals. Because if you will not have any kind of idea that what exactly the verbs are, what exactly the query components are, what is protocols, what is an IP address, what are status codes, then you will have no idea that what is going on from one place to another in a packet. So firstly, let's get started with the course introduction. We are already done with the course introduction just now, but now we are going to get started that why web penetration testing. What are the different kind of web hackers that are out there? What are the disclaimers for this course? What is vulnerability, VAPT, OWASP Step 10, and we are going to basically complete this the curriculum over right here. So let's get started with this. If you have any query, go ahead and, you know, start putting up your questions into the chat section. I am reading them all. Are we getting any PDF notes after each session? You are going to get the recorded classes. You are going to get the PDF notes and everything pretty much that I'm doing here. You are going to receive all of that. Okay, so let's get started. So, you know, there are different kind of hackers out there. You must be seeing this quite a lot into like movies and, you know, a lot of YouTube videos as well. When you go ahead and search how to become an ethical hacker, and they come up with this introduction that there are different kind of hackers. So yes, this is a true story. First one are the white hat hackers. That's what I'm trying to make you up, the white hat people, because definitely there is a lot of money into the black hat hacking as well. I won't lie, but it will be dangerous enough. You know, someday you're gonna have to get caught by doing the bad things out there. So white hat hacking is something that we are doing as a security analyst. We don't do any kind of loss or the damage of data or database and these kind of things. So I believe we are all looking to become the white hat hacker in here. And next up, in the end, I'm going to unmute all, and then you will be able to ask questions with me. But right now, you can stay connected with me, chat. I'm keeping one of my eye onto the chats as well. Second one is the black hat hacking, where people do the malicious stuff in order to put any kind of harm related to company, like they are stealing the database and, you know, they are selling it on to the darknet and these kind of things. Why am I telling you these kind of things? The reason is sometimes people do ask these kind of things, even in some kind of CEH exams. And, you know, if you are pursuing any curriculum into the college, or if you're pursuing anything into the company as well, then they are also going to ask that what are white hat hackers, what are black hat hacking, and these kind of things. Because, you know, they start their level from a very basic question actually. So they might start their examination with these kind of questions, like what exactly the white hat hacking is. And then black hat hackers are also there. And then gray hat hackers are the most dangerous one of the most dangerous breed of hacking it is, because they are the one who act like they are white hat hackers, but they are some people from the companies, from their inside company employees. Some of the okay, imagine the situation. Do you guys remember the Twitter was hacked? When everybody tweeted that we need to get some funds related to, you know, we need to get some funds related to COVID, the Twitter of Donald Trump, and everyone was hacked. So I believe, and everyone in the Twitter also believed that it is a work of gray hat hacker, which means somebody already working in Twitter did that. So that is called as gray hat hacking. Okay, so we also have like, I cannot see the name. Likewise, we have been witnessing a lot of people like this. Like I hacked my college ERP and started troubling them. So yeah, these kind of things are also happening over there. But I believe this hacking community will stay calm if you will acknowledge people, if you will give them proper Hall of Fames, or if you will reward them for, you know, finding the bugs. But, you know, a lot of people are not understanding this, which is why I recommend that you should spend most of your time doing hacking onto the platforms that are HackerOne and these kind of platforms, but we are definitely going to talk about it. And then there are two kind of teams actually. These are the representatives of team. One is the blue team and the second one is the red team. So the blue hat hackers are the one who rectifies the bug. Suppose there is a guy into the red team who is onto the offensive side in a company of a cybersecurity. So if he's finding any bug that is some kind of vulnerability and these kind of things, he is reporting to some members that are into the blue team. So blue team is rectifying that bug, and the red team are the offensive ones who are finding these kind of bugs, or you can say the hacks, you can say. Some kind of hackers are suicidal hackers as well, because, okay, I'll tell you what kind of hackers could be suicidal ones. For example, this example, I hacked my girlfriend's WhatsApp, right? So eventually she, or if she is smart enough, or maybe somewhat like this, they know that who is doing this. For example, the guys who were spreading the ransomware, so they knew that they are doing this, but they are doing this for, like, boasting up out there into the public, like, hey, I did this, I can do this. So these kind of hackers are called as the suicide hackers, because they know that they are gonna stuck in some kind of problems. Even after knowing, they do such kind of things. So again, we don't have to become suicide hackers. So make sure you don't spend your time again. Like, I cannot, may I have your name right here? I can just see the numbers in here. So make sure you don't spend your time again in hacking your girlfriend's WhatsApp or maybe your college CRP solution. Try hacking something fruitful, which can serve you money as well. Because in the end, this is not going to put food in your stomach. But yes, if you will have some hard-earned money, then that will definitely make a good life for you. Okay, next one are the script kiddies. Script kiddies are the one who go with like tool-based attacks. They don't know anything about hacking, but they take help of some kind of tools out there, and then they try to hack something. For example, there are some very old-fashioned tools like NJRAT and ProNJ. You go ahead and you configure it, and then you make an exploit for Windows. That too is being caught by defenders these days. So these kind of things are also not working. So we don't have to become script kiddies as well, which is why we are taking the fundamentals in this course. If you are going to create the fundamentals in this course, then definitely you are going to, make a lot of sense, and you are going to make a lot of logics for, initiating any kind of attack out there. Then we have is whistleblower. So whistleblowers are the one that sometimes people appreciate and sometimes people don't appreciate them. Okay, excuse me for a second. Okay, so I'll give you a live example of whistleblowers. Today, a very big happening happened related to whistleblower. How many of you people, yes, like Edward Snowden, like WikiLeaks? Yes, I'm getting these kind of responses right here. Which hacker is used for watching paid video course? What? Okay, so WikiLeaks, Edward Snowden, Julian Assange. Yes. Okay, so your name is Sohan. Assange is going back to USA. Yes, this was the hot news that I was talking about. I'm really happy to see that you guys are a little bit related. You guys are a little bit updated related to hacking right here. So Julian Assange, he is a one top guy out there. He's a whistleblower. He is also a founder of WikiLeaks. Are you guys enthusiastic about knowing that what are the big people running out there into the global market right now in the field of hacking? If yes, reply me back on the chat, and then I'll tell you that who are the big people out there. Okay, yes, I can see a lot of yes, yes, yes. I'm really loving the vibe and the energy of this class. Man, you guys are super active right here. Really enjoying this a lot. Okay, so right after this, I'm going to introduce the different hackers. I have a special PPT for that. And after that, we are going to jump back again about the types of hacker that are there. Please send some articles and community to hacking. Yes, definitely. I'm going to do that. In fact, just any site to be followed for cybersecurity news? Yes, I recommend the Hacker News by Mohit. So it is also a very good platform for knowing about the hacking related news. Okay, So let's go ahead and let's know. Okay, how about I make a complete video on the timeline of Julian Assange. Just introducing my YouTube channel, a very little bit of promotion. So I am active on YouTube as well. So make sure you subscribe and stay active there. I'm gonna take your ideas that I'm gonna make a lot of your videos on your demand as well. But the only condition is that you gotta have to comment on all of these videos. So this is my YouTube channel, and I just created this video. Don't be a hacker. So make sure you see this video. This is going to make you realize the part of disclaimer about hacking, because there are a lot of things that you're definitely going to face after you'll step into the career of hacking. Yes, I am Hitesh sir's brother. Okay, so okay. So yes, definitely, I'm going to make a complete timeline on what exactly and who exactly is Julian Assange right here. So Julian Assange is the founder of WikiLeaks. He was the guy who you must be hearing that Hillary Clinton lost. Hillary Clinton has lost the voting campaigns in America, and the Donald Trump won overnight. How did that happen? Because Julian Assange has hacked the email account of Hillary Clinton, in which he has found the connection of Hillary Clinton from Arab, which became a big news sensation after some time overnight. And things Hillary Clinton was actually winning that election campaign, and overnight the things got changed and went into the favor of Donald Trump. So this is a harsh fact. So he was the guy who has done this. And onto the WikiLeaks, we can find a lot of such articles. And WikiLeaks is the one who is actually promoting these things that are called as WikiLeaks and Tor, Tails, Courage, and Bitcoin. So yes, these kind of things are promoted by WikiLeaks. The founder is Julian Assange. So Julian Assange has done a lot of leaks of American government, and American government was really pissed off from Julian Assange. So today or maybe tomorrow, you can expect a video from me in which I'm going to cover the life journey of Julian Assange, starting from 1993 to 2022. That what was his journey. He was actually a internet service provider in Australia, and then later on he understood the technology and took it to the next level, and then he became the whistleblower of USA, and then he ran to UK, and today only he got UK has given the approval to USA to take Julian Assange back. Now only the God can tell that what can happen with Julian Assange when he'll step into the USA, how badly they are going to treat him, because he has done a lot of big leaks of USA. So it is going to be a big trouble. Okay, so like I have promised that I'm going to show you the big players of hacking. So I have some of the big players prepared for hacking into this PPT for you all. Okay, so bringing up you this PPT. So these are the people that I frequently follow into the world of cybersecurity, and I believe that you should also follow that. Now, I want to request you all that you follow this thing, that when you wake up, you go ahead and try to read thehackernews.com. Because when I started my hacking journey, I stopped reading the newspaper. I did stop reading the newspaper at that time because I recently stepped into the hacking field and these kind of things. So I wanted to get aware about it, that what actually is happening into the field of cybersecurity globally. Because when you'll aim for something globally, then it will be quite easy for you to understand, and in order to compete, that what is actually happening into the market out there, what kind of big profile hacks are happening in Oracle, and how these kind of machines are getting vulnerable. That will be more interesting and happening for you. So that can be achieved, that when you wake up, go ahead and open the hackernews.com, and then you can get to know about what is going around into the hacker one. Number one thing that you're gonna have to do into your routine. Number two thing, you're gonna have to follow this guy. His name is Kevin Mitnick. He is currently running Mitnick Securities. I'll tell you the URL of it should be somewhat like Mitnick Security. Okay, so this is the name of this company. Mitnick's security consultancy. So he was behind the bars from like 1994 to 1998 or 7. I'm just giving you an approximate figure. So he was behind the bars because he committed the crimes related to tape wiring and these kind of hacking related attacks, social engineering attacks of the government employees actually. So this is what he has done in his era of 1980 to 1990, when the hacking laws were not even existing. And later on, when these hacking laws were introduced later on, then then he was convicted as a felony of the laws created in 1990s for the crime he has committed in 1980s, and he was behind the bars without any reason in the air. That wasn't even a law, but later on he was behind the bars. He was sentenced for the felony convict for like 3 to 4 years, I believe. I'm just giving you the rough example. But later on, what happened? Yes, Sohail Hussain, you're right. He's considered as the father of hacking till now, and he's still alive. Even, we keep on, attending a lot of conferences from Kevin Mitnick. If you'll follow the big newspapers like the Wall Street Journal, or maybe, these kind of big high profile press media people, then I'm pretty sure that Kevin Mitnick also keeps on coming at these kind of high profile he in Russia right now? No, he's not in Russia, he's in America, I'm telling you. So he keep on giving these kind of conferences, so make sure you listen to him once in his life, because he is the oldest living legend right now, and he's still alive, which is the best part. So after he stepped out of the prison, then what actually happened, that a lot of Fortune 50 big companies stepped up, and they asked Kevin Mitnick to provide the security solution to these companies, which includes Google, Microsoft, and all top 50 Fortune 50 companies stood up for Mitnick. So yes, Kevin Mitnick is the living legend, and that's the world's biggest cybersecurity company that you can imagine. So if you'll scroll down a little bit, you can also, anyone can participate in these conferences. See, it's not hard. These see, actually, this is what happens when you get the right mentor. He'll tell you the top class global things that you need to follow, which will create your standard. If you will follow some people that are not doing the great work globally, because the world wants them and the world says they are the best, so you gotta have to follow them, and you gotta have to at least look at them, that what exactly they are doing into the world of corporate. At least that's what I believe. So you can see that you have the conference coming up by Kevin Mitnick on Lenovo, Palo Alto, Dell, Know Before, and like go to LastPass. So you can go ahead and attend these kind of conference of him. You'll get a better idea that what is happening out there into the corporate of USA. So yes, this is the one guy that you should follow, Kevin Mitnick. The next one is, can anyone guess the name of this guy that says free forever on his cheek? Can anyone guess the name of this guy? Internet's own boy, internet's own kid. Yes, you are pretty right, pretty close, but I'm looking for the real name. Samir and DT has replied in the right way, but again, but forgot his name. So okay, anyone else would like to try for it? He's not alive, by the way. So yes, you said it right, Ashutosh. His name is Aaron Swartz. When you sit down tonight, or maybe into the upcoming weeks, I'm going to give you a very happening assignment right here, that you go ahead and watch this movie that says Internet's Own Boy. This is why people were saying here into the chat that, hey, it's Internet's Own Boy, Internet's Own Boy. So the reason why people are saying that it's Internet's Own Boy, because there is a very amazing documentary of Aaron Swartz. And the name of that documentary is, by the way, just got to know from this suggestion that if you are looking to clear up your Linux fundamental, this is one of my video. That is one of the finest video with, oh, I just realized in this live that it has crossed 2 million. I was waiting from quite a long time. It was on to 1.9 million, but now my Linux commands video has crossed 2 millions. So if you want to clear up your basics on Linux commands, so make sure you watch this video. because it is really going to help you out. And I'm going to send you this message publicly. So this is the Linux command videos that you're gonna have to watch in order to complete your basics of Linux. So I'm gonna skip this part. Okay, so I was basically showing you the internet's own boy. So it's a very good documentary out there. Thank you for a lot of congrats. Okay. Looks like Hindi version. Yes, it's Hindi version. I'm coming up with the English version as well. In fact, I'm coming up with two major series in upcoming days. The one is for the free CTF series in English, and second one is a free Linux course. So these are the two things that you can expect onto my YouTube channel really soon. I've already started recording the videos for Linux. So keep an eye. You're going to take a lot of content from my YouTube channel for free of cost as well. My YouTube channel is in English only. From last couple of months, whatever I'm delivering it in English only. So you can follow that channel for the English content. Okay, so you're gonna have to write this onto your YouTube. And here is the complete documentary of 1 hour 43 minutes. Sit with a piece, take a hot chocolate or maybe coffee or something, and watch this movie. This is one amazing movie that you gotta have to watch, because in this you will see that how Aaron Swartz actually changed the world by introducing a lot of things like RSS feed. You must have heard about RSS feed. That is there onto a lot of websites that gives you the real-time feed of Twitter and these kind of social medias. Lemon iced tea, sir. Yes, we can also try lemon iced tea, but Hitesh sir is a big fan of lemon iced tea. Okay, so he actually introduced the RSS feed, which you see into a lot of website with the Twitter and these kind of social media feeds. So onto the right hand side, you used to see that on the website. That was that was made by Aaron Swartz. Later on, he also became the co-founder at Reddit. He also made Reddit. He also came up with the CC0 license that YouTube is still following. I'm telling you, from the old history, hackers and the cybersecurity people have changed the world in such a way that people have not at all realized. If Aaron Swartz wouldn't have been there, the world wouldn't be able to see the Reddit, RSS feed, and the CC0 license. That is also related to the laws that people were facing a lot of problems related to the copyright issues. But some people were allowing people to use their content. They didn't have any problem with it. Now, how to filter with that? Aaron Swartz came up with a solution that was called as CC0. That is called as Creative Common License. Whenever you upload something on YouTube, it is also written over there. It's community distributive license or it is Creative Common License, and people usually use Creative Common License. So this is also introduced by Aaron Swartz. Later on, he also committed one crime, but the cause was very good, because you must be noticing into a lot of colleges that IEEE colleges that IEEE access is taken. IEEE a lot of colleges are taking IEEE access onto the compulsory basis, so that students and people can read the research papers. Aaron Swartz raised up his voice to make people realize that if you will keep these research paper without any cost, then eventually the world will do more research, because sometimes people research quite a lot, but due to lack of money they don't have the access of IEEE research papers, and sometimes they realize, hey, what I researched right now, my project was already something like that was already researched few years back, which is why he believed that the human race is going backward, because IEEE has taken the access of all the research papers. So what he did a very witty thing. First of all, on the very first time, he released all of those research papers by hacking straight away onto the IEEE's website. And then because he was a very enthusiastic reader as well, he took the access of IEEE, he hacked all of the research papers, and then he released them publicly for free. you'll see that you'll see all of these kind of story that I'm telling you right now into the internet's own boy. Sorry to give you a little bit of spoilers, but yes, this was the last one, and then you can watch this internet's own boy. It is a very, very amazing documentary that you'll ever see related to any computer or any tech guy, because just not hacking or cybersecurity, being a tech guy, he has done quite a lot for the community. Okay, and then later on, what he did when they rectified the vulnerabilities, the IEEE guys, he went into the server room of IEEE, and he practically no, he went into the server room of MIT, and I'll tell you what he did. Server room Aaron MIT. I think that video should be there. Okay, here is that video. This is a very funny video that is still there onto the internet. So this is the Aaron's words. What he does in this video is that actually, I'll tell you the story behind this. So this is the second time Aaron Swartz is entering into the storage room of MIT college. Before this, he went into the server room of MIT college. He plugged in his hard disk in order to copy all the research papers. And then the next day, when network admin entered inside the server room of MIT, he was like, whoa, who is copying all the data in this hard disk? So in order to catch the criminal, he installed the CCTV cameras. Earlier, the CCTV cameras were not installed into the server room of MIT. So when they installed the CCTV camera into the server room of MIT, they realized that the Aaron Swartz is right here in order to take his hard disk back again after copying all the data of research paper. So you can see he is taking out this hard disk, and then he went down in order to plug it with the servers directly. And these kind of things were happening on to the Aaron Swartz, and then Aaron Swartz stands up, and then he opens up the door, and then there you go, there he stands up, he's collecting his bag again. He also collected that hard disk, taking his bag up, turned off the lights, and there you go, he's out of that server room. So this is what Aaron Swartz did, for which MIT, of course, they fired a case against him, but the result of that case were so much intensive that Aaron Swartz committed suicide. Some people says that the convicts were much more heavier than you give these kind of punishments to a terrorist, you can say. More than that intensity, he was treated by the US government, which is why he committed suicide. And the moment he committed suicide, people were all raised up, because Aaron Swartz was also involved into a lot of political activities as well, in order to make internet a free and a better place. People like Aaron Swartz, and there is one more guy. He is the founder of open source. Do you know who is the founder of open source? Looking to get a quick response? No. The founder of open source, it's Richard Stallman. So the Richard Stallman and the Aaron Swartz, they have the same thing, that they want to, make the internet a free and a better place. So which is why people got raised up, and he was also, involved into some political connections, which is why people raised up more. It's going the same story in every country. So then this anonymous group was formed, and you all know that Anonymous is one of the top-notch group out there. People are scared of Anonymous quite a lot till the date. Anonymous keeps his a lot of people into every country and every state, and they attack at the same time. Some of the attacks like DDoS, that is distributed denial of services, in which you need to attack from more than one computer in order to show the impact, by which the Sony was hacked a lot of time back. So yes, Anonymous has hacked a lot of people. In fact, if you'll see on YouTube the hacks of Anonymous, then they have also hacked the live Fox News, which is a really big thing out there. So you can also go ahead and check about the Anonymous as well. We just now read about Julian Assange, the founder of WikiLeaks, and definitely the last guy, Edward Snowden. He is the smartest guy over there. And the Edward Snowden is actually living in Russia right now. He was recently working for NSA, and he revealed a lot of sensitive stuff for NSA as well, which is definitely a big thing out there. So, after, he's called as a whistleblower as well, because he has revealed a lot of things related to US Army and these kind of different things. So you can check out the Twitter of Edward Snowden. Yeah, in Netflix also you can see the documentary of Snowden, and you can also follow him on Twitter. His Twitter is very happening because he keeps on blowing the whistle again and again on Twitter. And right now, he actually ran away from USA. So I'm gonna open the account of Twitter of Edward Snowden. Here it is. So he actually ran away from USA, and then Russia says that we are going to, hire him into some of our government procedures, which is why he's working for Russian government right now. And he was currently, he was recently working at NSA of USA, and then now he keeps on doing the leaks of USA. Like, okay, he last tweeted, he has pinned one tweet from 2021 where he has revealed a lot of things related to 9/11 and these kind of things. He keeps on revealing a lot of stuff right here. So he's also a great spiced up spiced up guy to reveal a lot of things related to American government. So these are the things why, the reason why I follow these kind of people, because they make me feel connected towards the cyber security. They are the legends. They have made tons of money into the legal and illegal way, and we research about legal and illegal both the ways so that we can know about their limitations. So these were the one things, and then let's jump on to our PPT. Only today I'm running the PPT because I want to make your basics clear a little bit, and then later on no PPTs will be entertained. We will all have the practical attacks only, because even I don't love to read the PPTs much. But yes, in order to build the basic fundamental blocks, you gotta have to take these kind of theoretical information. For Mac, all the installation you will show us. Yes, Pinak. In fact, I'm using Mac on the full time just to deliver the class. I'm using this. So I'm pretty sure if you have any kind of problem related to Mac, I'm good enough to solve them all, because I'm mostly, testing my virtual machines into the Mac only. Why Anonymous is not there into the list of APT group? Anonymous was there. Here is Anonymous was there into the list. Soil. Okay. So, do we refer MITRE? Yeah, later on we can work on MITRE as well. In the end, if you will notice the curriculum, then. Sir, I'm recently certified ethical hacking 11. I'm fresher. Will you please tell me how can I build? Yes, I'm definitely going to tell you how to build your career. That's why you have paid 4,000 rupees. That's why you are joining this class. So don't worry about your career or any XYZ thing. Just concentrate on whatever I'm teaching you. It will open the doors for the bug bounty as well, because this is the record in my class that whenever I deliver something to the students, the amount of money they have spent on this course, they take that amount, much more amount, by hitting the bug bounties while this course flows. So even when the course is not completed, you'll start making the money if you will do whatever I'll say, and if you will try to do the practice like I'll say. Request you to take the question later. Yes, definitely, Ganesh. Okay. How can we connect to you anytime? You can connect to me anytime on the Instagram. My Instagram is, I'm sending you my Instagram username. You can connect me over there, or you can connect me onto the LinkedIn as well. But I'm super active on Instagram. Okay. I would like to know about, okay. So like people are requesting that they want to read more. Let's take the questions later on, because we are getting back-to-back questions. So just give me some time and then I'll jump back to you. Let's complete this module at least, and then we'll jump on to, because today we have to do the setting. Today we have to set up the environment as well. Today we are going to install the Kali Linux as well. Today we are going to configure VirtualBox as well. So we gotta have to complete the curriculum at first. So give me some time and I'm going to get back to your questions for sure. Okay, then there are whistleblowers. Like I gave you the example of all the people or all the ancestors of hackers I have showed you just now. And then you have the state and the nation sponsored hacker. They are sponsored by the nation. For example, some says that Donald Trump has done the crazy publicity on to the social medias. So they are the state sponsored hacker. And then you have the hacktivists as well. So hacktivists are the one-sided hackers only. So they just prefer the hacking. They just know the hacking. They consider their religion as hacking, and they just stay into that way, into the black hat hacking kind of thing. So they are called the hacktivists. All right. Okay. So disclaimer, this course is just for educational purpose. Though I will try my best to show you a lot of bugs, but I will not execute any kind of bug onto the live website. Though we are going to do some of the demonstrations onto the live website, but I'm not going to execute them onto the final stage so that we cannot stay in any kind of trouble. But I'm telling you, only today or maybe a little bit into the next class, we are going to take the PPTs. Else everything is going to stay super raw and super practical. Okay, then the disclaimer for this course is this only. This course is designed and developed for educational purpose. If you're doing anything illegal or if you are doing anything that goes out of the box or out of the scope, make sure you don't start your hacking kind of attacks straight away. Make sure you read or you at least take like 4 or 5 sessions with me. Then you will be able to recognize that how to start the attacks, because hacking on anybody's website directly or taking any kind of hacking move is utterly illegal. So you gotta have to learn firstly that how to start the hacking and how you can go ahead with this thing. Okay, what is vulnerability? This is also a question that people are asking quite a lot. Vulnerability is a weakness or flaw or found in computer system security, you can say. So basically what we do, we basically find the vulnerabilities. If I say what hacker is, what a cybersecurity researcher is, we just find the vulnerabilities, not even the bug, Rohit. Very precisely, if we talk about it, though it's named as bug bounty, but bugs are found by the testers, usually into the usual cases. The vulnerabilities are found by the hackers, or you can say cybersecurity researchers. So vulnerability is to find the flaw in which we get the faulty output. Any data scientist engineer here says the Shivraj? There must be a lot of data science scientists right here attending this course, I'm pretty sure. Okay, and then there are more things like patch. Yes, there are a lot of patches available. So in this course, we will also learn that how you can exploit, and just exploiting is not necessary. We will also learn that how you can patch them, because if you are going to go with the complete VAPT process, you don't have to just find the bug of a client or find the vulnerability of a client. You gotta have to make the system secure by patching it. Patching is also a very big process out there. Risk into threat equals to vulnerability. Yes. Okay, so the threat is something in which we destroy something completely. And the vulnerability is something like when we find the flaw and the output is faulty. Exploit is taking the control of something by exploiting it. So these are the main differences between threat versus vulnerability versus exploit. I'm also going to upload this PDF into the community, not the community session. I'm going to, upload these kind of things into the course section. So you can find this complete PDF by the half an hour after my lecture gets complete, because, we are going to upload it. It will take some time, and then you will be able to find these resources into your dashboard. Can you explain vulnerability once again? Yes, vulnerability is something when you find a faulty output. Suppose if I'm sending some kind of malicious request to a server and then it is giving me a faulty output, then that is a flaw actually. That is a flaw of programming or maybe server for accepting the malicious request and giving me a faulty output. Now anything could be there into the faulty output. You could have get the response of a database, or the cookies or something that can put you in a trouble. That is called as a vulnerability. Can I go with just WSL2? Don't want to install VirtualBox. Why you cannot go with WSL2? Because it will get stuck again and again. It is yet not reliable and stable, which is why I don't recommend WSL2. I recommend VirtualBox. Else it is your wish. You can go ahead with WSL2 too, if you are finding it right. Because basically we are going to work inside the operating system. The client, or you can say the virtualization methodology, doesn't matter at all. Okay, so we are going to take questions in some time back again. Let's complete this. So now the big question that is for all the corporate people, why I'm taking all the questions right here, because it is going to help you out in cracking the exams and the interview as well. And these questions, in the form of questions, you will be reading about this world of cybersecurity as well, because it is way more technical than you are thinking right now. But with time, you'll realize that with fundamental, everything looks easy. Okay, so the next question is, what is VAPT? Okay, so the vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. What happens is, again, now I told you what vulnerability is. Everybody understood what vulnerability is. Now you gotta have to assess those vulnerabilities, right? So what happens in the vulnerabilities? You find the flaws, and then you do the assessment of those vulnerabilities. I'm really apologizing to Abhinash and these students that I'm not replying to your questions right now, but once we complete this PPT, then I'll again take all of your questions, and I'm going to reply them all, because from 6 to 7 we are just going to have the questionnaire side again. I know you are pretty curious, because this is the first time you are starting something like this, and that too as a career, which is a really good and important thing out there. But don't worry, we are going to take every question. I'm not going to leave any question at all. Okay, so then comes the VAPT. So if I'm going to tell you that recently I have made a lot of clients related to healthcare sector. How I have done that? Because into the COVID, healthcare sector was the one sector that has made huge amount of data. Into the COVID, there were a lot of patients that were there into the healthcare. Now these healthcare have generated a lot of data, but they don't know how to maintain that data. That data can be put on risk if the ransomware will hit onto their system, if they don't have the firewalls installed inside their hospitals, and these kind of things are taken care of, if their data is not time to time sanitized, if their data is not stored properly over the cloud or something like that. So you are going to tell them these kind of things. But in order to get started with any kind of VAPT, because you don't say that, hey, hack my website, hey, test my website. No, this is not at all a professional term in terms of corporate. When you'll go into the corporate, you will tell people that, hey, I'm looking to do the VAPT of your, let's say, hospital campus, or you can say, I'm looking to do a VAPT of your application. So what you're going to say right now, you're not going to hack anything. You're not going to do any testing at all. What you're going to do, you're going to do VAPT. VAPT is what? Vulnerability. I just now explained you its vulnerability to find the flaws. And then we are going to do the assessment of that vulnerability. The second thing is assessment, which means you are trying to recognize those vulnerabilities. This is a process to keep a client secure. You find the vulnerabilities, you don't exploit them. You just find those vulnerabilities, you assess those vulnerabilities, and you do the penetration testing, right? And then into the penetration testing, you fix or patch those vulnerabilities, or you suggest them how to patch them. So when you'll move into the corporate or any cybersecurity company, they are giving you the VAPTs. So the words like ethical hacker, they are abruptly, you can say, eliminated when you'll go into the corporate of cybersecurity, for sure thing. Everybody over there he's not, nobody says that he's a hacker. Nobody says that he's ethical hacker analyst. No, this doesn't works into the corporate. It's like a cybersecurity analyst, which is why we have named this course as a cybersecurity masters. This gives the feel that this is something that is related to corporate. Daily, I'm going to give you the environment that what is being followed into the corporate, so that you can be, really confident when you show up into those companies. Also, I'll keep on giving you the companies where the job offerings, and by the end of this course, I'll keep on telling you that where are the job openings, you can apply there and you can get a lot of jobs as well. So that's the best help that I can do for you. Okay, so scope. Okay, so like I told you in this course, first of all, we are going to get started with the web application penetration testing. So you can't directly jump onto the web pen testing. Why? Because there is one thing into the cybersecurity that is called as OSINT, where you actually get to know that you actually take the intelligence of that web applications. For example, you must have heard about this saying that you gotta have to know about the playground before you play in that playground, right? So in every match or even every cricket match, they say that the pitch report says it is cracked, and these kind of things people keep on saying. Yes, we have got one thing, open source intelligence. Yes, that's the right thing. So in order to play in the playground, you should really know that what is happening inside that playground, which is why in order to get started with the web application penetration testing, you gotta have to know that which technology that web app is using actually. There are a lot of tools that we are going to learn in upcoming days. Even of the Facebook or Google, I'm going to tell you one very easy method that how to even get to know that individually which technology the Facebook Messenger is doing. Because what happens actually when you go ahead and you fire any kind of PHP attack, imagine, but that website is not using PHP and you're trying to hit the PHP related attack, then eventually it is the wastage of your time. So in order to hit the bounty like a pro and a professional, then you would have to know about the technology that website is doing. So you're gonna have to do the OSINT first. Even I have some of the better tools, tools that are better than Webalizer, I'm pretty sure. And then can you tell me how to hack Facebook profile? No, I won't tell you how to hack Facebook profile. Maybe in the end, into the extras, you must have seen that we have taken the session for mobile pen testing and these kind of things. But I'm pretty sure why I take these kind of kiddish sessions in the end, because in the end, when you will be done with these kind of heavy pen testing and these kind of testings, you will realize that, sir, what is this kiddish thing you are teaching us? Mobile hacking, really? Because we all know that mobile hacking is definitely not going to serve us any money or food, which is why I take them in the end. Okay, then understand the scope of work provided. What happens that when you'll go into the website of HackerOne or maybe onto the Facebook, they'll not say that go ahead and jump onto facebook.com and hack it. No, they every time they'll give you a different scope. For example, they'll give you beta.facebook.com, which is a testing environment, right? So you can try your attacks over there. You cannot go ahead and do the damage of their live website. So this is one thing that you need to take care about, that first of all you need to understand that what is the scope where I can do my testing really. Then plan a mind map before testing. So you can go ahead and make the mind map of testing by doing the OSINT. You can say that is, OS stands for open source, INT stands for intelligence, that is OSINT. So you're going to have to plan a mind map before testing. That can you can make that mind after doing the OSINT, that what are the different kind of attacks that you got to have to execute. Then comes the real part. You are going to, like in this course, we are going to learn the web pen testing in two parts. Not just the web pen testing, every pen testing we are going to learn it into the two parts. The first part is going to be the automated one. The second part is going to be the manual one. For example, if I'm going to say that this website is using MongoDB, then then it will eventually hit in my mind that I can go ahead with the MongoDB injection in this website. Or maybe if this website is using SQL or maybe NoSQL. NoSQL stands for not only SQL. Then I can try for SQL injection and these kind of arbitrary command attacks. And there are a lot of attacks that we are going to read in this course. But you gotta have to keep a real lot of patience, because it will take at least 2 to 3 sessions to make you jump onto these kind of attacks, and then it will be super happening. You will be doing those attacks all live right there. And then you gotta have to learn about the different technologies before testing. These kind of technologies, like I told you, that you gotta have to understand that what technology is being used, and then read terms and conditions of any vulnerability disclosure program before testing. So then you gotta have to understand that if this website is actually giving any kind of vulnerability disclosure program or not. So that is also very important. Now let's talk about the most happening part that everyone was waiting for. That is how and where to find the bugs. Okay, I'm gonna introduce you some of the platforms where you can actually find the bugs. The number one example, let's say, okay, suggest me any company, suggest me any big company into the chat section quickly. Suggest me any big company. Google, Google, okay. Facebook, okay. Tesla, Netflix, Uber, okay. I believe I've received a lot of big companies right here. Apple, okay. Deloitte, iNeuron, and TCS, Red Hat. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Okay, so Cisco. Okay, you can hold on. You can hold on. There are a lot of companies right here. Let me just introduce you. Suppose if you find attacks into any of these companies, then how you are going to report them, because that is really important. You gotta have to report them at the right place, right? You cannot report them by shooting an email to support. That is very obvious, right? So let me go above the chat and let's see what were the different demands. Okay, so somebody says Google. So how do you report the bug on Google? You go to Google Disclosure Vulnerability, Google Vulnerability Disclosure Program. So it is again listed on HackerOne, but you cannot report a bug on Google with the help of HackerOne. You'll notice why? Because Google is running its own vulnerability disclosure program. That is right here. So you will see that there will be a lot of scope and everything is defined of Google as well. So bughunters.google.com. So here you gotta have to report your Google, because even I have also found one bug on, it was a browser vulnerability on Google Chrome, which is again a product of Google. So likewise, you can see every time, like I told you, every time you will have this thing that you gotta have to notice that what are the services that are there in scope. So the services that are in scope is google.com, .google.com, which means this star here refers to the subdomain. So even if there is any subdomain of Google or maybe anything related to google.com, you can report them. YouTube is also their product, Blogger, Verily, Ondio, and Project Baseline. So every time, when I find the bugs, I don't take up any heated product out there. What I take, the product that people are not keeping an eye on. So this is a one tip: never go for any heat up places, because people are hitting a lot of attacks onto the heated up and to the famous pages, rather than go onto the pages that you feel like for example, there are a lot of pages of Google that are not yet updated towards like today's technology, because Google is a very big website and they have a lot of products with a lot of web pages. Some of them are still using old web pages as well. Even the Instagram, you will see some of the pages of Instagram, they are also following the old design, which means they have not updated it, which keeps my eye on such pages that if they haven't yet updated it, then I'm pretty sure that the technology is quite updated these days and I'll be able to find some kind of bug over there. And then I start hitting the bugs over there. So you can note down this domain and you can read it later on. See cross-site scripting, cross-site request forgery, that is CSRF, mixed content script, authentication and authorization flaws, server-side code execution bug. You'll be very happy to hear that we have covered all of these attacks in this course. So all the qualifying vulnerabilities related to Google, you are going to learn them all in this course. Non-qualifying vulnerabilities are also right here. Reward amount is also right here, that if you'll find anything related to remote execution, then you're gonna get the bounty starting from $1,300 to $5,000 into the sandbox, or if it is on a live application, then up to $31,000. See, it's not so hard, like, these kind of bounties, getting these kind of bounties are not that hard, but the only thing that requires is the dedication and to find the pages that, the people are not keeping an eye on. So always under the hood links are going to be working for you in order to find these kind of bugs. So this was for Google. Next up, the big company that people have suggested here is Facebook. So the Facebook is suggested by Pratham. So Pratham, like Google, you also have this, this vulnerability program, especially running up for Facebook. So earlier, I still remember when I reported bug on Facebook, it was named as www.facebook.com/whitehat. All you used to get into the earlier days was your name getting featured on www.facebook.com/whitehat. Into the older days, they were not even giving the vulnerability amount as well. But right now they are giving 50 of amount of vulnerabilities. Since in front of my eye, they have bought WhatsApp and like Instagram, and recently the OTP bypass that was there on Facebook, exactly that OTP bypass was found few months back on Instagram. A guy from Chennai has found it, and he has earned like $30,000, which is a very good amount to go on a trip or to spend a life for like next 5-6 months at least. So I'm gonna take you. Let's see, what do we have for HackerOne on Facebook? Else I'll take you directly to the program of Facebook. Like I told you, it is for Google. Basically, HackerOne has all the big companies. Okay, so you can. Okay, so it's still the same. It's still www.facebook.com/whitehat. So this is what I used to remember. And our official Hall of Fame, Whitehead tags, yes, they're still running this. Yeah, so you used to get your name highlighted up in this list earlier on in 2012 or something like that. So this is what you get for Facebook. See, every day these companies are getting hacked, but I'm pretty sure if you'll put this thing in front of media, they'll be like, oh, that brand was hacked. This was hacked. This could have become to the next big sensation. But for the people like us, it's quite natural and it's quite easy going for us, because every day any big website is getting hacked and the security is barely a myth. If we talk about Tesla, a few of my friends have found bugs at Tesla, Netflix as well. Netflix is very bad in giving bounties. They don't give any kind of bounties. In fact, I'll share you one attack related to Netflix that is still working. That is because of insecure JSON parsing. You must be hearing that onto a lot of Telegram accounts, that they import the cookies and you get the Netflix account for free. How that is happening, we are going to learn that soon. But still, we have a lot of time right now. Do you guys want a break? I guess you guys must be a little tired. So just give me a quick response into the chat if you guys want a quick break. Wonderful. Okay, some people are saying no. How to find those pages working on old tech? When you'll explore that website, when you'll found some odd section of that website. For example, there are some section of websites related to FAQ. There are some sections on website to submit some kind of like you can say submit some kind of forms or these kind of things. Then you can easily go ahead and find these kind of old tech links. Every company is still using that. What is username on Bugcrowd and HackerOne? I'm not allowed to find any bugs right now, because I'm currently full-time working for iNeuron only. So which is where I am finding most of my, which is where I'm generating most of my income right now. So does SQL map really works on real life? So SQL map works, but I don't think so if it works for getting bug bounty. Are we going to learn bypass techniques? Yes, we are going to learn that. How to find those pages working on old tech? I already told you. iNeuron. I've joined 30 minutes late. Will there be recording available to rewatch, sir? Yes. All whatever I'm saying right now, and right from starting of the moment, everything is recorded, and you're going to get the access of that. So you need not to worry at all. And does only big companies provide rewards for bug bounty? Yes, only big companies provide bug bounties. No, there are some small companies also there that are providing bug bounties. Okay, so it's 6:32 right now, not a 5 minute. We are going to take a quick 3 minutes break right here. Till the time you can gather the bottle of water or something to drink near you. I'll be back again by 4:36. All right. So I'll get back to you. I'll join back to you within the next 3 to 4 minutes. All right, everyone. So I hope my audio and video is receiving fine. Everybody's back again. Is 35 and above age a constant for starting cybersecurity career? That too from non-technical sector. I've worked in industrial OT security now in middle management. I'm interested in getting my career transition to cybersecurity. Abhinash, I'm really glad that I'm teaching someone who is so respectful and who is having such big experience like you are in your 35s. So I'm pretty sure you won't have any kind of, hindrance if you will move towards cybersecurity. In fact, we all in this community respect the experience, right? So even if you have any kind of experience in any other field as well, still you are considered as the experienced man. So in order to tackle the situations, the hacks that goes up in life could be done in a very better and mature way. For example, if there is a candidate who has not seen enough in his life, he is running into his 60s and 70s, and the company is giving him a very big scenario of handling a very big cyber attack live, I'm pretty sure that he won't be able to take as much mature experience as much you'll be able to take. So I don't think so that the 35 age is going to be a barrier in order to start your career in cybersecurity. In fact, you will move ahead with more maturity and with more disciplined way. Like we all know that we all get disciplined when the time passes by in our lives. So yes, I don't think so that 35 age is going to be an issue. I'm not able to understand this bug bounty and all. Please explain, sir, with basics. Right now, the basics is going on. So what happens in bug bounty, that you report the bug and you get the money for reporting that bug. So how to, initiate the attack and these kind of bugs for bug bounty, we are going to learn that into the upcoming sessions. I'm going to teach you some of the attacks, and then you're going to have to apply those attacks onto the different websites that are listed on HackerOne. So this is called as bug bounty. You report the bug and you get the bounty. Bounty is money. So this is all about bug bounty. Still, if you are not able to if you are not clear about it, let me know into the comment section. How do we know that our mobile or laptop is hacked? You go ahead and see the application and the services. The number one way to crack if any of your device is hacked, or if it is not misbehaving, or if it is not, controlled by someone else, is to find that what kind of services are currently running into your systems. If there is any exploit, then you will see that the service into the service, you will see into the task manager, you will see the services running that are definitely malicious. Or if you find any conflict of interest in these kind of services, then definitely some other weird services are running up right now. Functional bugs can be reported, like non-functional security wise. See, the functional and the non-functional bug that you're talking about, Mr. Samir, is that there are one kind of bug that are business related flaws. They exploit your business methodology. They don't reveal any kind of data. They don't give any kind of faulty output. They are the business related bugs, but they are also a little bit technical. They don't go with like, hey, this logic into your website is wrong. They don't hear that. If you will say that by doing this, for example, there is a password reset vulnerability. Now the password reset vulnerability is manipulated, or if like it is its token is not getting expired, then these are called as business, or you can say in your language, non-functional bugs. While there are some critical functional, or you can say the true technical bugs, for which you get a lot of money. The difference in functional and non-functional bugs is you get a lot of money for reporting functional bugs, but you don't get much money for reporting business flaws, or you can say non-functional bug. How is ISO 27? Okay, so Sonu, it's 27001. ISO 27001 is useful because not all the companies get ISO 27001. Only few get it after a rigorous security audit method, and then the government approves that yes, this company is liable to get this certification. You do know that you're not going to get the certification, right, if you're not going to appear in a perfect way in exam, if you're not going to take your classes, if you're not going to complete your curriculum. So you're working hard to get that certification, right? Likewise, the companies are also working hard to get the certifications like 27001 ISO that we have. So we are liable to give you training, and you can present that certificate, because since the government has given us the authorization that yes, this company is 27001 ISO certified, then that means you can apply for any kind of government exams. You can show that certification as a portfolio for finding any kind of government jobs, which is why 27001 is very useful. If you don't have, like, you go ahead and you produce some kind of distilleries or even a normal drinking water, and if you're selling those normal drinking water to any government agency, what they'll tell you? They'll tell you first thing that, hey, go ahead and take the 9001 quality assurance ISO. Likewise, 27001 ISO is dedicated to information security, which is why this certification is really useful for your portfolio and everything out there. What is bug bounty? Please repeat once in simple term. Bug bounty is like, suppose there, every day a lot of websites are listed on HackerOne. What happens that, if you are going to keep a full-time cybersecurity researcher into your company, then he'll take a salary, and then he'll find 1 or 2 or 3 bug in a month. What happens when you list your website on HackerOne? Now you don't have to keep a cybersecurity researcher as a full-time. You don't have to give him any kind of salary, and the people here are reporting bugs. And as we all know that a normal cybersecurity salary starts from $100,000 at least. If there is any experienced guy who's leading everything out there, that money is saved right here. People are telling you that what kind of bugs that are need to be fixed. So this is for the community. The HackerOne is for this community, that if you find any kind of bug in any big company, you go ahead and report that bug on HackerOne, then HackerOne takes the responsibility to give you the money for reporting that bug, if that bug is reasonable. Like if that bug is really a bug, that is not a false bug or that is not a false claim, then the HackerOne will give you some amount that starts from like minimum $300, can go up to like $50,000 or maybe $100,000. So in order to save these things, in order to not to keep full-time security researchers, these companies have found this methodology to see the bugs into their product very easily with the help of HackerOne. In simple terms, suppose you have your product running up, it is listed on HackerOne, I'm helping you out to find the bugs, and then you are giving me a reward of like $100 or maybe $200. So these kind of programs are running out there into the market. This is called as bug bounty. Sir, bugs are vulnerability? No, bugs are something that, like, suppose if I click on a button, that button is not working, that is a bug, because the programmer basically forgot to put some function over there, or maybe the programmer forgot that how to where or sometimes even programmers are witty, they put the null function over there as well in order to say that a button is there, but nobody's checking it if it is working or not, then it is a bug. It is due to programmers. But the vulnerability is a flaw. Into the flaw, your database or any important information will be revealed. So that is the difference between bugs and vulnerability. Bugs are usually found by the testers out there. There are the manual testers of the Selenium based testers, and there are like automation testers. So that is bugs are found by that. We find vulnerabilities. Apart from Kali Linux, are we going to install anything else today? Yes, if we'll have time, we are going to install our first attackers lab today. If we'll be having time till 6 o'clock today, still we have 1.5 hours, and I believe I should get off from questions for a bit so that we can complete the curriculum and we can start with a demonstration right here. Okay, so what I was telling you, like some people also suggested the Twitter and these kind of companies as well. So for example, if I go ahead on Google, no, they don't. Narendra says, can't they pay for suggestions for upgrade of apps apart from bugs? No, they don't pay for that. Okay, so if I write here as hacker1 Twitter, so you can see that once I write hacker1 Twitter, then this is the profile of Twitter on hacker1. I'm telling you, all the companies from the defense agencies of America to NASA, everything is listed on hacker1. If that company has a little bit of good reputation, they are listed on hacker1. Okay, so let's see what Twitter has done into past some of the days. So these are some of the quick stats from Twitter. So I'm going to zoom in it a little bit. Okay, it must be visible to you. So you can also see that you have the program rules over here. Like I told you, everything has a policy, everything has some scope that you need to see. The minimum award for finding a bug on Twitter is 140 USD. $280 is the minimum bounty that they have given, not even the 140. This much amount of bounty is already being paid, which is not a big thing out there. Then you have 560. Usually people hit the bounty of $560. I'm telling you, please very carefully read the attacks that I'm going to teach you in upcoming days. Right now, into starting 2-3 of the sessions, I'm making your fundamentals. Never miss these kind of class, because there is some rejoice in learning live. You ask some questions and I clear your doubts. That's the best methodology to read something. But if you'll miss this class of fundamentals, then you won't be able to make the custom logics. What I'm trying to do, why am I making a fundamental? Because there are a lot of attacks that I can teach you. You can apply them like a photocopy. Exactly, you're putting them like a copy paste. But later on, after some time, it won't make any sense like that, because you gotta have to clear up your fundamental. If your fundamentals are clear, then you'll be able to put up some logic behind doing the copy paste, because even in the copy paste thing, you need some brain out there, right? Even the coders are not doing the copy paste from Stack Overflow. They are changing some kind of things over there. Likewise, we gotta have to concentrate in this course. We gotta have to learn all the attacks, and especially we gotta have to build the fundamentals. And if you'll see this, then you'll be able to understand that why we are doing this, so that you can really feel like, all of my students, I want that they should feel like they should be the one telling me this news that, sir, I won this bounty of $300. Sir, I won this bounty of $100. And I'm going to give them a special surprise award as well to them. I'm going to give a very good surprise to them, something really good to them. But I want the guy to tell me quickly after clearing up the fundamentals and some attack that, sir, I found my first bounty. That will be the happiest day for me. Okay, so you can see that the average bounty is $560, and the top range bounty is starting from $3,000 to $20,000. I have a lot of my friends who are winning these kind of bounties, so this is definitely not a big thing. People say how hackers are actually earning hefty amount of money. That's how they are earning, and they don't boast much about it. They just keep the money and then they enjoy, because hackers are the most introvert people out there. You can see that 301 bugs have been reported in last 90 days only. So imagine in even every day, they are, as per this stat, every day Twitter is getting hacked and patched thrice a day. Can you imagine the the intensity of it? Somebody says bug bounty as a full-time job. Yes, bug bounty can be a full-time job as well. A lot of people are still doing it. You can see the last report was solved 2 days ago. So they are quite active out there. Later on, when you get time after this class, go ahead and check out some other profiles as well on Twitter. And I'll tell you, you won't be able to find the bugs onto the big websites directly. What my methodology was to find the bug, I used to jump onto the websites that are recently listed on HackerOne. This is one of the key. See what happens. You can find these things that I'm teaching you on YouTube as well, on everywhere out there as well. But what is the profit of getting to know about these things from me? I'm going to share my experience in such a way, even in executing the attacks, or even with my corporate experience, because into the starting, I was also doing a full-time job, starting from 10 in the morning to like 7 in the evening, a full-time job as a cybersecurity auditor. So in this course, what I'm giving you is my experience into the corporate. Secondly, my experience will help you to not to fall into those pitfalls. And third, like I've given you a quick tip again, that you just jump onto the websites that are newly listed on HackerOne, like MetaMask. You must have heard about MetaMask, who the people who are crypto enthusiasts, that is used to write the smart contract, that was listed on HackerOne 2 days back only. Likewise, every day new websites are getting listed on HackerOne, and we gotta have to jump onto those new websites in order to find more and more bugs, because these are experienced. A lot of bugs are already reported over here. So the market is fully saturated. The market is fully, you can say, open to the people who are getting newly listed on HackerOne. So this was the one thing. Likewise, you have the Cynic as well. Somebody asked me a few minutes back that, hey, the bug bounty hunters can get a job. Yes, you can get a job at Cynic. There is a program by Cynic that is called as a Cynic Red Team. In order to get hired in Cynic Red Team, you at least need to find some bugs in order to make your profile heavy. Likewise, people have been doing work from home from quite a long time, but you'll be amazed to know that from like my experience, I'm watching my friends working from Cynic Red Team, sitting at their home with a very good setup from last 7 to 8 years. So Cynic Red Team can give you a full-time job as well, and you will be working for a US-based company, and a lot of Indians are working in there, and that too remotely. So Cynic Red Team is something that you should aim for in your future into the cybersecurity. So first of all, you gotta have to concentrate on finding the bugs that can build your resume in a very amazing way. For example, like I have some of my friends who have found the bugs at Tesla. Imagine the guy saying, or imagine me saying that, hey, I have found the bug at Google Chrome. It was a browser vulnerability. So I am very confident about it. It is there into my resume as well. So which is why I'm boasting about it. Imagine you saying that, hey, sir, I too have a bug bounty. I've cracked Tesla. Must have given a good impact, right? So after reading and researching a lot, keep an eye on bug bounty, and then you gotta have to take the placement on Cynic Red Team. You don't need to run here or there, though there are a lot of Indian companies as well where I'm going to introduce you. I'm going to tell you that the job openings are open, all open right there into the Indian companies as well. But aim for higher, aim for bigger. That's what I'm telling you from my experience. Hit the bug bounties quite a lot and apply for Cynic Red Team. That's amazing. You'll be paid in dollars every month. So this is also a good thing out there. And also I've seen some people who have, who are working on Cynic Red Team, and side by side, they're working for some Indian VAPT companies as well. So you can also try that methodology as well. Next up we have is integrity. Open bug bounty is okayish, not good, because you don't get much money, but that is also that is only available onto the market. The thing that I would like to recommend you is HackerOne and Bugcrowd. Only these two are good. Integrity is also good. It is a UK based, but max to max you can go onto these three platforms. Like HackerOne, if you will go ahead on Google, you will go for Bugcrowd. Bugcrowd is also good on beginner. Like if you're a beginner, if you're starting your journey into the bug bounty, then you can go for Bugcrowd. Into the Bugcrowd also, the methodology is same. You can see that if you'll go ahead on Google, and if you'll write Bugcrowd company listing. Okay, so this is the bug bounty list of the companies that are listed on Bugcrowd. Okay, so yes, here is the list. So you can see a lot of companies that you have never even heard the name, or you must have heard the name as well, like 21st Century Fox, and like AOL, AT&T, all of these are listed here. Accenture, Alibaba, all of these companies, Apple and everything are listed here. And it is not necessary that every time you get the money to find the bug, but you gotta have to find the bug onto these big companies so that you can make your resume stronger. Because sometimes you are going to get the swags as well. You gotta have to learn that how you can be satisfied in this only. You gotta have to get the Hall of Fame as well. In some of those, you get the bug bounties as well. So these are the different things that you're gonna get. So HackerOne, second one. So this is gonna be your assignment for today. The first one is you gotta have to make your account on Bugcrowd. Second one is you're going to have to make your account on HackerOne. Go ahead and explore this world. This is really going to help you out. And the third one is keep an eye on Synic. And then we have integrity as well, exactly like bug crowds. Don't waste your time on open bug bounty and yes we hack. You can find some reports over there, but still that's okay. Will you train us? Anant is asking, will you train us through the entire process of bug bounty, identify, exploit, present? Exactly. This is why I have made this course. All the process, all the attacks, even, I'm just giving you the live scenario of a lot of labs, which is why I'm telling you that I'm going to tell you all the ways that, even if you will execute the same attacks by applying some fundamentals onto these websites that are listed over there, you will hit a lot of amount of bounties. That's not me. That's my confidence is saying from my previous batches. Crazy bounties students have, you must have seen that into the advert as well. Students at us have found bugs at Harvard, Huawei, Nike. How? That's okay. You just hit the big companies. That's nothing too scary, nothing to get scared about it if you are reporting them with the right way, with the help of bug crowd or HackerOne. So yes. Will you show us lively how to find bug from website? In some websites, I'll show you that how to find the bug on a live website, but I'll not be executing them completely since that is completely illegal. And secondly, this session is also getting recorded, which is why I'll keep myself safe. But definitely, I'm going to give you a practical approach. And in order to keep the practical approach, I'm going to make you to set up a lab where you will be executing these attacks live. Next thing that I want to introduce you is OWASP Top 10. So OWASP Top 10 is also a very good thing out there. OWASP Top 10 is actually called as a Wikipedia of hacking. So suppose like we have a lot of name of bugs listed onto our curriculum as well. So in order to understand that what this bug is, how it is executed, if you want to read about it, if you want to patch about it, then you can find all of these things on OWASP. So basically you can say that OWASP is the Wikipedia of hacking. So which is why you should keep an eye on OWASP. Now, second thing comes up is OWASP Top 10. Now, for sure way, every company is going to ask you about OWASP Top 10 and you gotta have to learn that. Don't worry, you don't need to learn now. Maybe after 2-3 days, when we are done with completing fundamentals, when we'll be jumping onto attacks, we are going to, crack the OWASP Top 10 as well. But as a matter of fact, you cannot directly solve the OWASP Top 10 challenges. This is for sure fact, for which we have taken a very beginner level of lab, that is DVWA. Okay, and then the OWASP Top 10 is nothing. Basically, OWASP Top 10 is a list of top 10 attacks that has damaged the website globally. They take the data of that. So basically, OWASP is Open Web Application Security Project. So these OWASP guys take the data that which attack has done the most damage in 2021, in 2022. So this is the list of 2021 for you all, where the A1 is broken access control and these kind of things. So in the end of this, it is okay, it's good to go. So in the end of this PPT, all the attacks are explained into our language, but there is no sense of knowing about broken access control or cryptography. You'll get terrified right now because you have not completed the fundamental of cryptography or like SQL injection. Then it will be a little scary for you, but just keep this in your mind that whenever you are stuck while executing any attack in future or at any time, OWASP is this OWASP Top 10 is the one that you should look for. So keep this in your mind. And can we find gold or bug bounty? What do you think? Can you find gold or bug bounty? How what vibes are you getting after this quick introduction of 1.5 hours? I'm still confused. Do we have to find security flaws or developer errors? No, not at all. Developers error. No developers error. Just the attacks that I'm teaching you. Like I'm gonna teach you more than like 20, 30 or 40 attacks. You gotta have to find them. You have to find attacks. You don't have to find bugs. We are not testers. We are we are from cybersecurity. If we will hit the attack, then even if we will hit the attack, Either it will, display some kind of data from the database, something malicious, because we are cybersecurity people. That's why people are scared of us. So you don't have to find the flaws. You have to find the flaws. You don't have to find the developer's error. Developer's error has nothing to do with cybersecurity, right? They're the developer's flaw. Again, cybersecurity is also because of developer's flaw, but developers error are like I just explained you a few minutes back. Hey, this button is not working. Somebody forgot to put the link behind that button. That's why it's not working. But that is not a vulnerability, right? Vulnerability explodes anything sensitive that can be misused. We have to find that breakpoint. Okay. I took Hitesh sir's SQL injection course. Oh, that's great. Hitesh sir's SQL injection course. I'm pretty sure you must have taken this course from the torrent. This course is not much live out there right now. Okay, so next up, why only OWASP top 10 aren't 11 to 20 be equally dangerous for our organization? See, OWASP top 10, yes, I took in torrent. I knew it. Anyways, 11 to dangerous. See, OWASP top 10 is decided by the research of OWASP. OWASP is the name of organization. So they have given us this data, but we are going to read much more than that. So definitely in upcoming class, keep patience. We are going to jump onto that. So that was a quick practical session in order to give you a quick introduction about what is happening out there into the market of cybersecurity, how you can hit the bugs, what could be the methodology, and what could be the different process that you need to follow. What are the different type of hackers? What are the disclaimers? What are the limitations? I'm pretty sure no, I cannot share the torrent link. I'm not allowed to do that. Okay. So I'm pretty sure a lot of things and a lot of concept related to the corporate level must be all cleared up to you by this PPT. And the scope that like you cannot jump directly on website to do testing and these kind of things must be all clear to you all up. So a little bit of introduction must be cleared up to you all. How bitcoins and other cryptos are getting stolen. Is that blockchain can be hacked, or is it so? It's social engineering. It's 100% social engineering. But in some cases, for the newbie, like there are a lot of newbie tokens. I don't want to take the name of those tokens because definitely this session is getting recorded. But yes, what happens in some of the cases that what miners do, miners, basically I'm going off topic. So if people want to ignore, you may, because this is not a part of cybersecurity course, but still somebody is asking. So I'm thinking to reply him. So you're saying how the blockchain can be hacked. So into the miners, there are a lot of systems that are completing the transaction of blockchain with the help of miners, right? And the records are kept into the miner's system, right? So with the help of miner, the transaction is getting completed. If we get the access of miner's system or miners, a system has got hacked and somebody else is accessing it, then in some of the cases this is being done that with the help of social engineering, the transactions were stolen. The people were doing the transaction, but they were not going into their blockchain. So yes, this is one of the tricks that can be applied into hacking any kind of blockchain, but blockchain is super secure. Hello, sir. I can't speak in English, but what are you saying? I totally understand. If I ask you my question in English, so do you have any problem? I don't have any problem, Abhishek. You can ask your question in English or Hindi or in any language I know. Sir, should we choose Havage or SQL? You shouldn't choose any one of them. Havage is very old, people these days are not using any kind of tools like Havage. It is for the old players. So people who are teaching Havage, consider them outdated. That's all I can say about Havage. SQL map is good for a level. But again, SQL map, everybody can detect SQL map these days because, everybody knows, all the developers, in fact, knows, all the PHP people knows that, SQL map is there into Kali Linux. So people are usually blocking it. Hi, Shubham, old student from CSP 1.0. Hi, Shubham. Okay, how about Azure in our line of work? Would it help us? Yes, it can help us to host the deliberately vulnerable system over the cloud. Okay, So I think it's the time that we jump onto the practical demonstration. If you need a break, then I'm right here. Just take 2-3 minutes of break, and what you need to do, okay, don't take a break, just follow along with me. Open up a new tab into Google, because we don't have much time left. We have 45 minutes left, and I'm pretty sure we are going to install the Kali in this 45 minutes, because some of the people are going to face a lot of problems with the virtualization technique. So is it okay if we use Parrot OS? I don't think so. It's okay if we use Parrot OS, though I am not against Parrot OS. Parrot OS is also a very good operating system, but in this course we are configuring everything in Kali Linux, which is why, and we are also making custom made exploits and backdoors and some netkit service kind of attacks into the Kali Linux, which is why I'm recommending this onto Kali Linux. So yes, please go ahead and install the Kali Linux. Else you're gonna find a lot of problem in sorting out of problems in Parrot OS. Okay, so the first thing, I'll keep on telling you that what kind of, I'll walk through over it. I'll make you understand that if you're gonna have to use dual boot, sir suggest best, not right now, Sandeep. Let's go ahead and jump onto the practical thing right now. So I'm using Kali boot. No, Kali dual boot is not okay. Are we using Oracle VM or use customized Kali or normal Kali? We are using Oracle VM. See, why we are using virtualization. The only reason is, first of all, I'm going to tell you that how you can create sandbox. What happens when somebody will say you, hey, I'm giving you this malware or I'm giving you this malicious email. Go ahead and test it. What will you do? You'll just open that into your operating system and it will burst your whole operating system basically. So right now I'm teaching you that how to create a sandbox. We call it as a sandbox. So inside that sandbox, we can put anything malicious so that your primary operating system won't get hindered, because in sandbox is a self-made environment for testing actually. So in that, your primary operating system won't be hindered again. I repeat, since Pratik says repeat, I'm asking you people to create your own sandbox, which means own virtual environment, in which, in case if you are going to test any malicious email or anything like that, then suppose if there is a malicious file, I opened that up. I opened that up into my primary operating system, and boom, my operating system is all infected with that malware. But if I am going to open that inside my virtual machine, then it won't affect my primary operating system. So since you are in this learning stage and you don't have that knowledge that how to test it and which could be malicious, then I'm pretty sure that you should use VirtualBox. So firstly, what you need to do is that you're going to have to install this Oracle VM VirtualBox. So all you need to do is you need to go on Google. You need to go on this first link. Sir, what about live USB? VM on my system is slow. If the VM on your system is slow, you can go for dual boot, but still you will not be able to learn the over the network attacks with that way. And live USB has this flaw that if you are going to go with live USB of operating system, then your changes won't be saved. As soon as you will unplug your USB, then all the work that you have done, all the hard work that you have done will be vanished away. So no, don't go for live USB. So you're gonna have to go with this VirtualBox. Why I love VirtualBox? Why I don't recommend VMware or any other service? VMware is good too. I'm not against VMware, but into the VirtualBox, you'll have the cross-platform approach. I guess, how come the download page of VirtualBox is not working? This has never happened. Is their website down? Oracle. Okay, Oracle, just save me. It's a live going on. Let's see if it is going to open up the download page. Okay, So yes, a lot of people in chat are also saying, see, this happens, even this virtual box is a product of Oracle and still they are facing problem. But anyways, uh, go ahead and visit this link. Yes, that's a very nice thing said by Narendra, that please at least give me 10 minutes to demonstrate. Okay, so go ahead and visit this link. I'm pretty sure that it will be working for you all, but it might could be the case that just the download button of the virtualbox.com.org is not working. Now, the reason why I'm working VirtualBox is it is having a cross-platform approach. See, if you are using Microsoft if you are using Windows operating system, or even if you are using Mac operating system, everything is going to be easy in VirtualBox. While there are some limitations into the different virtualization methodology. Second thing is, even if you are going to install the VirtualBox inside this, there will be like .vdk and these kind of burnt in, like, you basically what you are doing in virtualization is that you are burning an ISO inside a virtualization technique that is called as VirtualBox. If you face any kind of problem, and I would also like to recommend you one video on my YouTube channel that is related to virtualization. There I have explained completely that what is virtualization. It must be there onto my YouTube channel. I'm going to share you this link. I think it is better to keep last 30 minutes. Yes, definitely that is better. So let's go ahead and see that where is that video of mine related to virtualization. So I'm going to give you the link of that, and later on you can also read it from there because it is pretty well explained there. What is virtualization? And let's install Kali Linux tonight. Apart from this, if you want to get a professional videos, you can go ahead. I'm just sending you the link. Debian package, you gotta have to, Pradeep, install the Debian package. So I'm sending you the link of these two videos. You can go ahead and walk through these videos in order to understand that yeah, if you wanna hit the forward, backward again and again with this demonstration, you can go ahead with that. Okay, so this was a quick thing. So what happens with virtualization? I'll quickly explain you that. So you are taking a third party in order to host your ISO. That's the basic thing into the virtualization. You are taking a third party to host your ISO inside your primary operating system, right? Link not received. Okay, I've sent the link. So everybody is clear. Everybody is clear about what is virtualization. Link not received. I'm gonna send you the link again. Wait. Okay. I am now sending the link to everyone. Okay, here is the link. Okay, so virtualization is basically a third party. I repeat again, you were a bit fast. Which package? Because Pradeep, you are asking something that is not related to VirtualBox right now. But again, I'm telling you it very quickly that you gotta have to download the Debian package. Okay, let's continue with the VirtualBox. Okay, so I am again explaining you VirtualBox is a third party player that that will run your second ISO inside the primary ISO. For example, I'm taking the help of third party. For example, you can also install, people are doing this quite a lot, that they are installing VirtualBox inside their Mac operating system, and then they are installing Windows. You can install any operating system inside it. You can install Windows, and you can install any Linux, CentOS or Red Hat, or maybe Kali Linux. So in this case, I'm going to use Kali Linux. Sandeep, if you are already using VMware, then it is not any issue. But into the VirtualBox, if you are taking your burnt in ISO to Mac OS, then also it will run. From Windows to Mac OS, then also it will run. So it is a very good thing out there. So I have already installed the VirtualBox in order to save our time. You can download the file and you can just install it straight away with the next. And then you will see the first screen that will pop up in front of you will be something like this. Okay, it's just hanging up a little bit. VirtualBox is not opening up. Which link we need to click for VirtualBox? See, if you have Windows operating system, you gotta have to click on the first link, that is Windows host. If you have OS X, that means Macintosh, you gotta have to click on second link. If you have any Linux distribution, if you are using Linux as a primary support, then you can go for Linux distributions. Solaris are also available. Okay, so I am trying to open up my VirtualBox, but it is taking a quite longer. So I'm just going to restart my VirtualBox. Just give me a minute right here. Also, I'm going to share these resources and PPTs and everything over there. Okay, till then, yes, till then I can share the link to download the ISO of Kali Linux. So onto the Kali Linux as well, you just simply need to write Kali Linux download. You will see kalilinux.org/download for that. Okay, it's get Kali now. So even also, if you will directly go on to the kali.org, you will see two options in here. Can we save in D drive? Yes, you can save it in D drive as well. Okay, so when you will go to kali.org, you will see that you have this download option here. So when you'll click on download, you will see a lot of options right here. The first one is ARM. ARMs are not required basically because they are are installed onto the old kind of computers that have a very low battery life, or maybe on the Raspberry Pi and these kind of things. Then you have the bare metal technology. Now bare metal technology is also a very good technology, unless cloud bare metal is super powerful and super crazy. So some people have demands, especially some people have demanded that, sir, I also want to know about bare metal technology. So in order to know very precisely that what is the difference between cloud and bare metal technology, I'm also sharing one more resource. You can check out this video. In this video, I have explained in so much of detail that what is bare metal versus cloud metal. It is a very good demonstration right here, but it will take at least 12 to 13 hours, 13 minutes of yours, but you will understand everything, that Kali Linux is now hosting its ISO on bare metal technology. So bare metal technology is something that we need to download right now. There are also the virtual machines. Like I told you, you won't get .iso file in here. You will get .vmdk and these kind of files in here. They are the already predefined formats of these virtual synthesizers, you can say, like VirtualBox or VMware. But we don't need to go for it. We need to understand that how to download it manually. Just for your knowledge, I'm telling you that what are these different kind of things. You'll get ISO in bare metal only. And then you have your mobile version as well, which again I don't recommend, because Kali Linux takes it takes quite a bigger space to go ahead and run these kind of big virtualization and Kali Linux kind of things. But again, mobile installations are not recommended as well. Then the next up you have is the cloud one. So see what happens. Some people were asking me, sir, will it be helpful in order to crack the exam of OSCP? What happens with OSCP? The OSCP is basically hosting a lot of deliberately made vulnerable machines on cloud. So you'll be able to see running this whole Kali Linux operating system over a, you can say, over a single URL, and it will work like a complete operating system on cloud. So they are hosting a lot of deliberately made vulnerable system on cloud, and then they'll ask you to exploit it. So in order to make these kind of labs manually, you gotta have to make these, you gotta have to install this kind of ISO of Kali Linux. Then you have containers that has a very that is using the Docker technology actually. So again, the DevSecOps people, this container could help them to understand that what exactly the containers are. Like there are Kubernetes and these different kind of technologies are also there. Live boot, that I don't recommend at all, because it will be installed on your USB, but as soon as you will unplug your USB, then all the changes that you have done, all the work you have done after plugging in, it will all be lost, because USBs doesn't have this much of space. WSL, that is Windows subsystem for Linux, it is super slow, which is why I don't recommend the WSL. Okay, Pratik says, what is Docker? So I cannot explain what is Docker in short, but it is a tool that is used to deploy a lot of things over the real time. But why in short? Just recommend me the videos by going on the Instagram. My Instagram username is Saksham the Computer Guy. I'm just giving you right here. Go ahead and inbox me and suggest there that, sir, we want the whole timeline of Julian Assange like you just now suggested. Suggest me, sir, that we want a very introductive video about what is Docker. So I'm going to make an individual video on demand for you in this class. So this is also a very good feature that you can demand from me, and I'll be publishing them for free on my YouTube channel. Okay, so yeah, this is one of the problems that I'm facing right now. Some people are saying that the topic will get diverted. So please people, let him make him understand about what is going on right now. But yes, this is also one thing, but that's okay. If I won't reply them, then they'll get offended. So which is why I'm just replying them too. Kali should be installed inside the virtual box, right? Yes, that's what we will try to do. Okay, so I'm going to open up my virtual box now. So I hope I'm clear. Let me make some notes for you, and then you can see it later on into the recordings. So the first thing that you need to do right now for this session is that first you need to download VirtualBox. Second, no, dual boot is not recommended, because like I told you, it is not for beginners. We are trying to create our own, we are trying to set up our own environment inside our operating system. So please stick to that. That will be helpful for you for learning only. So which is why I'm recommending you that. Else you can follow this course on dual boot as well, but you won't be able to do some of the things over there. So the first thing is download VirtualBox. Second thing is Kali Linux. You gotta have to download Kali Linux bare metal, which means ISO format. I hope my screen is visible to everyone. Then the step number 3 is that you gotta have to install Kali Linux in VirtualBox. That's how you will install the Kali Linux in VirtualBox, right? Okay. So I guess there are some screen issues that I'm seeing right now. So I'm going to change the screen view. Okay. So is everyone able to see my VirtualBox right now? Just give me a quick response. Okay. Why we are not using VirtualBox image? VirtualBox image is nothing. So we will first install VirtualBox. Yes, you will first install VirtualBox. You will and then after download. So we'll first install VirtualBox after download. No. First you will download VirtualBox like I told you here. Then you will install VirtualBox. Okay, I'll just add one more point. I'll just add one more point in here since somebody is getting confused. So don't worry, I'm going to take a very easy peasy class today. And today I'm talking quite a lot because this is your first interaction with me. So that's pretty much okay. Later on, we'll concentrate more onto our curriculum, and we will try to stick on to the demonstrations only, because I understand. See, it's not about like people are just flooding a lot of chats, but that's okay. I understand your curiosity, which is why I'm replying them all. But it's a first day or second day thing. Later on, we will go on a very good pace in covering our curriculum and this fantastic journey of VAPT. Okay, then you gotta have to install VirtualBox. You can keep it on to number 2. First, download VirtualBox. Secondly, install VirtualBox. Third, Kali Linux, bare metal, ISO format. You need to download that. And then you gotta have to install Kali Linux inside your VirtualBox. So this is something, okay, I'm using an older version, which is why it was irritating me. So let me go ahead and just install the newer version directly. So everything should be on latest version. This is a free guide. Else, you know, why do the new versions are pushed? Because in older versions, they find bugs or flaws. This is one of the reasons. I'm going to save it in my desktop, and till the time I'm going to go into my control panel, and I am going to uninstall this program. So I need to first end this task before I uninstall it. Okay. Here it is, Oracle VM uninstall. Let me uninstall it since it is hanging up a little bit because it is older version. Till the time you also do it all along with me, it will be good for you. You'll be you will be saying this, quite a lot. You'll be facing a lot of errors, so you can ask them right now. So I'm also doing this in front of you. I recommend you also do that in front of you. Munir, if you really think that this is the #1 course on iNeuron, make sure you make the story of me and tag me on Instagram by saying the same thing. And in fact, everyone should do that. If you are really loving the content and if you are loving the energies of this course and what we are about to cover in this course, make sure you take a quick story and tag iNeuron and Sakshan the Computer Guy on our Instagram. I'll be waiting for your story posts. Okay. So which version of bare metal needs to be downloaded? Installer, weekly, everything, net installer. There are not this much of versions over there. So let's see, bare metal, and then you have 64-bit, and you have this installer. Yes, this first one. You're gonna have to download this first one. This is not weekly. This is not all of these. The first one you gotta have to installer, and you gotta have to click over here for the download. Seems like my older one is automatically close application. Okay, let me quickly uninstall it. Yes. Use torrent. Yes. Using torrent is never a bad idea because you get a stable ISO that way. And, using the torrent client is not illegal, but downloading something illegal on torrent client is illegal. We need any database for the course? You don't need any database. Yes, we need, right on the second day, we need a database. We need to create a database inside our Kali Linux of SQL injection. Of SQL, because we are going to take everything over a practical course. So yes, we are going to create our own database. So I'll make you walk through it. You need not to worry. You just need to follow the steps that I'm following exactly like this over the screen. Like I'm doing this in front of you. You also do this in front of me right now, because if you'll keep it like, okay, we have the recordings, we'll watch it later on, it will be your loss. And trust me, when you'll be installing the Kali Linux, you'll face it like, the screen has got blank for like half an hour. Even in those situations, you have to keep your patience up, and then you would have to let it install. This is a quick tip of mine that I wanted to give you. So make sure you install it right now. And if you face any problem, just feel free to email me or just ping me on Instagram. You must restart your system for the configuration. Oh, the live will be stopped that way. No, I cannot do this. Let's see if it is going to allow me to install a new VirtualBox without restarting my system. Let's go ahead and see this. Okay, it is asking me yes. Preparing to install. Let's see what do we have in here. Next. Register for file associate. That's okay. Quick launch file. Okay. Create start menu. Okay. Click on next. Yes. Install. Okay. Please explain the Kali Linux again. How can I explain the Kali Linux again? I haven't yet explained anything related to Kali Linux. Just install the VirtualBox for now. And into the upcoming time, we are definitely going to explore a lot inside the Kali Linux. Just concentrate on today's target. You gotta have to watch a very wonderful movie today. That is Internet's Own Boy. Second thing is you need to create an account on BugCrowd and HackerOne. Third one is you gotta have to install VirtualBox. Inside that, you gotta have to install Kali Linux. And then there is one major part that I'm going to tell you, that how to update the packages indirectly and directories. If you will not do that, then you'll face a lot of problem out there in running Kali Linux and updating and upgrading your operating system of Linux. Don't be scared of Linux. If you will walk through with me, there is nothing to be scared of. So if you will update and upgrade that with my methodology, it will take little less time. But again, if you will update and upgrade it, then it will at least take 4 to 5 hours. Again, it is asking me, you must restart your system for the configuration to make the changes. No, let's see if it will allow me to, launch the VirtualBox. Yes, it is allowing me. So let's go ahead and try to install this Kali Linux live. I did it, sir. That's great. Okay. Don't install anything at all other than this. That's what I can recommend. Else, there are lack of resources of other things, and this is the most suitable platform that I believe. So first of all, look at here very carefully, though you are going to get the recorded session, but look at here very carefully. What first thing you need to do? You need to click on new, because this is a new ISO that we are configuring right now. I am going to name it as Kali_Linux. There is one thing that you need to make sure that you don't duplicate any of these names. For example, if I have Windows 7 written here, or if I have Kali written here, I cannot create a new virtual machine with the same name. So make sure you give a unique name over here. I hope it is visible to everyone. Just give me a quick response. Okay, if you want me to zoom, you can just let me know. Okay, it is visible. Okay, so then the first thing, you need to name your operating system. And then the second, you can check out the folder where it is going to be installed, because it is going to be very useful. You are installing it under C drive, users, studio, and VirtualBox VMs. Yes, no, you cannot rename it later. So the actual output after the ISO will be burned, because everybody has a format. For example, your CDs has a format of .iso. Likewise, you have a format of you have a format of like .vbox, .vm. So .vbox is the format of VirtualBox. Like you have a format of ISO for CDs, you have .vbox extension for the images that are exported after the virtualization into the VirtualBox. So you will get output of something which says .vbox. So make sure, I'm just going to show you that once again, once we are done with the installation, because that will be the output. The type I'm going to go with Linux. We all know it is a Linux operating system. Kali Linux is a Linux operating system. The version is Debian. Earlier it was Ubuntu, but it were the days of Backtrack actually. But now they have shifted to Debian. which has helped them to easily update and upgrade their operating system. What happened in earlier days was like people were installing Ubuntu, and then they were installing it on Ubuntu based, and they used to order the new CD every time that they wanted to get a newer version, which was a very tedious task. So what they did, they were putting all the packages onto the Debian, and then the Debian 64-bit is what they have chosen as the architecture to host their Kali Linux. So you are going to use as Debian 64-bit in here, and the memory size that I recommend is that you keep it in a green, because somebody is having 8 GB, somebody is having 16 GB, somebody is having 64 GB. So you keep it somewhere in between the green part, because when you'll go into the red part, it will start suffocating it. So make sure you don't allot much RAM, but you at least give 2 GB of RAM. That is, 2 GB of RAM is at least required in order to install this. So make sure like I'm giving 4 GB, that is good enough. Now you need to create a virtual hard disk. You can also use an existing virtual hard disk. How? You can just load this. What do you see? There is an option of VMs, right? So if you are going to download, see, VirtualBox is also here. If you are going to download the VirtualBox version of VM, you can directly upload it in the option of use an existing virtual hard disk. Like you see, .vdi is here, .vbox is also an extension. But right now, since we are on a beginner node, so I'm recommending, if you are not seeing the Shivraj says not seeing the Debian 64-bit. If you are not seeing the Debian 64-bit, make sure you have selected Linux. Again, if you are seeing 32-bit, not 64-bit, I have a solution for that too. You gotta have to choose type as Windows. Is there someone who is not getting the 64-bit Debian? Because that is also a methodology in order to fix that. Debian 32 is there, yes. So there is this problem that mainly your, the bootloader settings are set to disabled with the virtualization. What you gotta have to do, you gotta have to go into the BIOS. There you gotta have to enable the virtualization technique, and you'll be able to see 64-bit in here. Because if the virtualization technique is not enabled inside the boot, then you won't be able to see the 64-bit architecture. You'll only see 32-bit. Even though you have a good system over there, but still you'll be able to see that. If you are looking to get a solution for that, because if I'll go into my BIOS, my live will stop. Which is why I'm not showing you this demonstration, which is quite easy. But again, few days back, I knew that I was about to take a batch, which is why for you people only, I have, released this video, which says, I knew that it is going to be helpful for the people who are not getting 64-bit option. Where it is. It was somewhere cloud server. Here it is. Not able to see 64-bit, enable virtualization SVM mode. So I have done the shoot of this video from my camera. Manually, I have shown you the screen about how to do the virtualization. That's how you gotta have to save the settings, and that's how you gotta have to enable the virtualization. See the advanced CPU configuration and these kind of settings. So just one setting you gotta have to turn on, that is virtualization enable from BIOS. If you will see the black screen, you will see, when you start your computer, you see F9 to load BIOS. So press F9 quickly, go to advanced. There is an option of virtualization. You just need to enable it, and that's it. You are done. Yes, definitely. I'm sharing you the link of this video, and you can check it out later on. Okay, so this is the link that I've shared you to enable the 64-bit. Okay, let's see what do we have in here. Okay, so the Linux Debian 64-bit is here. That MSI system is beast. Yes, that MSI system is definitely beast. But right now I'm delivering this class on my hacking laptop. I've dedicated a laptop just for hacking only. Okay, so now I'm going to create a virtual hard disk. Everything seems good. I'm repeating once again. Name is Kali Linux. Machine folder is this. Type is Linux. Version is Debian 64-bit. Create a virtual hard disk now. Yes, create. Now it is asking me to that in which option you're going to export your hard drive, like I was telling you. So they have just now introduced this dialog box. In earlier versions of VirtualBox, there was nothing like this. So I'm going to go with VDI, virtual disk image, that is compatible for VMware as well, that is compatible for VirtualBox as well. So VDI is the best one to choose. Then you have virtual hard disk format as well, that you have VMDK as well, but I go for VDI. Storage on physical hard disk, you need to see here very carefully, because you cannot go for fixed size. Why? Suppose if I install any software inside my operating system, then the fixed size will make it suffocated, right? So you gotta have to go with dynamically allocated. So your hard disk space will be dynamically allocated, right? It won't get suffocated. Apart from that, from my experience, never keep a size of 8 GB, because when you will install some of those softwares and big softwares out there, it will prompt you again with saying that your storage is almost flushed away, which is why I believe you should at least keep the space of 25 GB, or maybe like 30 GB is enough, from my experience. And then later on, now this is something really bad. If you will try to increase the size later on, then it will be a huge problem for a lot of people out there, which is why you gotta have to click on create. By everything is allocated perfectly. Now you can see that Kali Linux option, this chapter is right here into the virtual box, the chapter that we have just now created. You can see everything is right here, from general to system to display to storage, audio, network, USB, everything is right here, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select it and I'm going to start it. But voila, I have not yet loaded any ISO, have I? Let's see how it is going to be. Let's wait for a few seconds and let's see. Yeah, okay. So anything to set up on network side, I'll tell you, yes, we need to set up something on the network side as well. So we are getting some time. It is loading up. Okay, so that's what I told you, right? I have not yet given the path of ISO, which is why it is prompting me this error. Now what we need to do, I'm going to choose that which hard disk that I need to load up right here. So I'm going to click on add, and I have just now today only got this ISO of Kali. Let's see if it is still there, or it must be there into downloads. Here it is, Kali Linux 2020.3. This is the latest version. Make sure you take the latest version. It is a really good one out there. Click on open. Now you have opened this ISO, Kali Linux 2020.3. Make sure you highlight this once again here by matching up the name that you have loaded from your section over there. Click on choose. You can see that Kali Linux 2020.3 is right here. Which disk type should we select? I missed that part. You're gonna have to use .vdi, Pradeep. Kali Linux not loaded after the steps. I need to wait. Don't worry, you have this recorded session as well. And okay, the RAM I have given in the middle green area. Let's take a quick doubts related to the installation, and then we'll proceed. Or let me just complete it. It will take some time to install. Till the time I'm going to take all of your doubts related to your installation, right? So you can see that Kali Linux 2020.3 is right here. I'm going to click on start. Okay, you can see that it is right here. There are a lot of options like a normal installation, advanced option, accessible dark contrast, help, install with speech synthesis. We don't need any of that. We need a simple graphical install that can tell us all the options. So you would have to choose the first option, that is graphical install. Hit enter. And then it will load up in some time. Okay, so now you can see that Kali is right here. Just a quick guide. See, it is coming small. I want to increase its size. So for a while, I'm going to go on a scaled mode. So scaled mode will stretch it till the boundary of this player. So I'm going to go with scaled mode into the view. Switch. Yes. Okay. Okay. So now you can see that it is on a scaled mode, and you can now stretch it up in order to increase the size of it. See, it must be visible to you in a much better way now. Now, first of all, our Kali Linux is asking us to choose the language, that is English. So I'm going to click on continue. And now it is asking me to select my location. It is of course India. So I'm going to select India. Now I'm going to hit on continue. And now the key map to use, I'm going to go with American English would do, or UK would do good as well. So American English, yes, it's good to go, because this is a keyboard configuration setting. Into the UK, you'll see some different keyboards. They have some native keyboards as well, Brazilian keyboards, and these. For the India, we have this Bengali keyboard. Okay, so let's click on continue. And you can see that it is installing up. I guess it will prompt us 2-3 times more. Okay, it is loading the additional components. Till the time it is loading up the additional components, let's take some doubts in here. Okay. Can't we rename it later? No, you cannot rename it later, and you cannot even resize it later. So that is a problem. Sir, we have Windows and type that is solved. Not seeing Debian 64, that is solved again. I have given you the link of that video. You can enable the virtualization from your BIOS. Choose type as Windows, sorry, Linux. Yes, Linux. Debian 32. Yes, we have sorted it out. The memory size, and after that, those options are not coming. Try to reinstall it. Into a lot of cases for beginners, it doesn't get installed on the one go. Don't get irritated. Just complete all the steps once again, and then you'll be able to find it out. Sometimes without even your mistake, it will get stuck. So then in that case, again, you're gonna have to start everything from scratch. Okay, that MSI system is beast. So for us using Windows, why shouldn't choose Linux? For us? Okay, so for us using Windows, why shouldn't we choose Linux? Because I'm going to set up it doesn't matter if you are using Mac, Windows, or Linux as your primary system. What I'm trying to convey is that I am helping you out in creating your sandbox so that you can do all the practice inside your player and your operating system is not hindered, because hacking is dangerous sometimes. It may impact your whole operating system. It may impact your important files, which is why I'm telling you the safe methodology that you can do is by creating a sandbox inside a virtual box, and then you can proceed further with it. 50 GB RAM is minimum 2 GB, and then you can take it up to like 4 or 5 GB to function it smoothly. Anything to set up on network side? Yes, we have a lot to set up on network side. Okay, I'm gonna take the doubts again. Let me go ahead and I'll take the doubts right from here, and let me just go ahead and proceed with it. So I'm gonna keep my host name as Kali. I'm gonna click on continue. Domain name, I'm gonna keep it as blank. I'm gonna click on continue. Full name for the new user. So the user is Saksham in this case. And I'm going to click on continue. I'm going to click on continue here as well. Password, never tell your password to anyone, because, into this, this has also, frightened me once, because, I told my password to someone. I mean, even onto the live classes, people are usually keeping the password as root and tour. And then somebody got the, got the IP address, because I play around a lot while teaching. I play around with the IP addresses, and then if you know the password and everything of the operating system, you could be in a good trouble out there. So never reveal your IP address, and never reveal your password of your operating system. So set a password, a good password. And then click on continue. Then it is configuring the clock, detecting the disk. Okay, let's take the doubts again till the time it is loading up. Memory size option should be there. Kali Linux not loaded after the steps. I need to wait. Yes, sometimes it will get blank. You're gonna have to wait for a lot of time. Okay. I need to do that in front of you. Okay, let me remove the chat. Let me do, because in the end we are going to have a lot of time. It will keep on installing again and again. So in that 10, 15, 20 minutes, we are going to take a lot of your questions. So guided use entire disk. Yes, use the entire disk. Click on continue. This is again a partition disk. You only have one option, so you're gonna have to continue it. Partition disk, all files in one partition or separate home partition. So I believe you are not going to do a complete different partition in your hard disk. That is quite complicated out there, which is why you are going to choose all file in one partition. So you're gonna click on continue. And then you're gonna finish partitioning and write changes to disk. Yes, click on continue. Write changes to the disk. Yes. I'm going to click on yes. It's easy, right? If you'll keep on reading it, you'll keep on going. Partitions formatting, which means the real work begins from here. Okay, so let's take the questions again. Okay, so memory size options, this is done. Kali Linux not loaded, this is done. Yes, you're gonna have to wait. Which disk type should we select? I missed that point. I just now told you that. I have 2020.2 Kali. That's okay. Kali 2020.3 is a bare metal, right? I don't think so. I guess they have released bare metal like 2 years back only. So I don't know which version you have, like in which month you have downloaded it. Okay, so right control plus C for, okay, it is not scaling. Okay, so in the scale, I told you into the view, click on scale mode. I forgot to click start button. Okay. Sir, we are using VirtualBox. Why we didn't directly install Kali Linux VirtualBox image? Because we have installed the VirtualBox image only. It was the ISO that I have imported. How to scale resolution, view, and then scale. And then there are some additional packages that you can download. So into the next class, I'm going to show you so much of demonstration on how to improve your Kali. There are a lot of additional ISOs that you need to download for a very fine experience into the full screen as well. I'll give you some settings that it will work like it is your primary operating system in this player only. You do the full screen and you'll get the feeling like, hey, this is super fast, no lag in mouse scrolling or anything. Okay, I'm unable to download bare metal Linux. Why? How to wait till Kali Linux is installed? How to wait till Kali Linux? Talk to me, or maybe just have a good sip of water or coffee or whatever is suitable to you. I cannot even see you. So practically you can do anything you want. File location and size. File location of which one? Size could be up to 25 GB. No bootable medium found, system altered. Yes, reinstall again, Sarnesh. If you again face that problem, do let me know. Sir, it was showing the version of Kali Linux 2022.2. Once Kali Linux created in virtual, okay, sir. Okay, if you have the older version, make sure you go to the terminal and write apt-get update and apt-get upgrade. You basically have to update and upgrade your system in order to go with the latest things. If you have the Kali older version of Kali. Once Kali Linux created in VirtualBox, how to install ISO in this? Once Kali Linux is created in this virtual. Okay, I think there are a lot of people still receiving this problem of installation. I can sort that out again for you. Because this is the rejoice to take a class from a YouTuber. So I'm going to send you a link of the complete installation. Oh, I have 40 more messages read. Don't worry, I already have the installation link on my YouTube. So make sure you go through that. For those who are missing the steps, oh, that's really helpful, Ganesh. Sandbox is the metaverse. What? What? No, Sandbox is not the metaverse. Failed to open disk image file error. Install, failed to open disk image file error. Make sure you have downloaded the ISO. If still it is showing error, then sometimes you get the wrong ISO. So make sure you download the ISO again from the bare metal technology of kali.org, where we need to click to select the ISO plus button. Petal no bootable medium found system mounted. No bootable, but why bootable medium needs to be there if you are installing it in VirtualBox? I don't think so. You should get that error if you're really installing this in VirtualBox. If you already have any other practice projects like XAMPP, Apache of Cloud, DevOps, VirtualBox, are they going to affect with this Kali hacking? No, nothing. If you already have anything at all into your primary operating system, then it is not going to affect. In some cases, if it is going to affect, then I'll teach you how to change the port, because there are a lot of ports available inside your systems and you can use any of them. There are a lot of vacant ports, right? So we'll configure those ports manually. I'll tell you how to do that. Can you show how to attach the ISO again, please? I'm afraid I won't be able to go back to attach ISO, but what I can do, I'm just giving you a video in some time. Samir says, done and dusted. Perfect, wonderful. That's what I like. Okay, what will be hard disk file disk type? .vdk it should be. Okay, so I'm gonna take the questions again, but just give me some time. So I'm gonna install, you should do tick mark on everyone, but we don't have much time in here. So I'm going to click on continue. I'm just going to update and upgrade it later on. Is 30 GB ROM memory by default taken from a yes? Not 30 GB, it takes like 8 GB, but you gotta have to increase it to 30 GB. Right control plus C to switch door, yes. WhatsApp, not bad at all. Yes, even I was thinking to create a WhatsApp group, but still people in my company are looking to solve your queries over the email, because that will be a more professional way. And of course you can fix the sessions and Skype from us, so that's okay. Like I'm fully active on my email and Instagram especially, so make sure you follow me on Instagram. I repeat this again and again, I'm super active over there. Any kind of problem or anything you want to ask, just shoot me a message saying that I'm a student of CSM, and then shoot your question. I'm going to reply you promptly. I have this prompting auto capture keyboard turn on. Yes, download via torrent. Okay, my screen is blurring like crazy. Yes, it will be blurred. I'll tell you the settings tomorrow, how to install the edition settings, or maybe you can check out my YouTube channel. You'll get a lot of solutions of it over there, that how to make Kali full screen, and you can take a lot of information related to making your operating system very smooth. Will the recording be? Yes, I believe the recording will be uploaded today only, within few hours. You'll be notified in few hours. I missed steps in between. Will I get the recording soon after? Yes, you'll get the recording soon after this session. Can you please send the link of your YouTube channel to download Kali Linux? Link of my YouTube channel. So the link of my YouTube channel is right here. Or you can just simply search me on YouTube. That says Saksham, Saksham, the computer guy. I'm sending you the complete video in some time. Can you please send a yes? I can. Sir, Sandbox is one of the company name of Metaverse. Oh, I see. I never knew that, Ashish. What are the new features in Kali? Okay, again, I see you should really watch my YouTube quite a lot. Most of the questions that you are asking are right here. See, this is why I'm little known in this field, because I work on solutions. So, like somebody asked me, what are the new features in Kali 2022? See, I have this video here. Kali Linux 2020.2 released new tools and upgrades. Right. When you watch this video, what you'll see me installing everything inside the virtual box. Though it is getting installed in front of you as well, but see, everything is done here live inside the virtual box. So here it is, and in between the video over here, you will also see that what kind of tools that are introduced. While installing, I was explaining that what kind of different tools are right here. So you will see that what kind of new tools are right here. Make sure you go ahead and do this. So I'm going to copy this link and I'm going to send this to you. Damn, I have like 70 questions pending. Okay. So this is installation link video for VirtualBox. Sorry, excuse me. Thanks, I got the link. You're welcome. See, it is still getting installed. Please create WhatsApp. Please shoot this thing over the company's email ID. And then, if they'll allow me to create a WhatsApp group, then definitely I will, though the fastest support is quick there, but still, I gotta have to take the company's permission for that. So make sure you shoot an email about it on saksham@ineuron.it, and I'll be forwarding your emails to them. And then let's see if they'll allow me to create the WhatsApp group. Else, you can create Slack or Discord group. Yes, Discord group is also a good idea. But let's see, I'll try to, send you the Discord group link. Telegram could be better. Okay, into the next class, we'll come up with the solutions of how we can, connect quickly with each other, which is really important. Today, we haven't yet done much things. So installation is easy. So that's okay. Next time, Sai says, Section, is it possible to keep a separate session for doubt clearing session right after the class? Not exactly right after the class, but from Monday to Friday, though I'm clearing your doubts on the go, but from Monday to Friday, you can, shoot an email to us on saksham@ineuron.ai. Email ID is right here, saksham@ineuron.ai. So you can shoot an email right here, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So I'll just fix your session with someone to like taking a separate session for you. Okay, so Ranjit says, can someone answer? Okay, Ranjit, what to select in hard disk? Hard disk. I've given you the video link. I'm not sure that on which hard disk step are you exactly waiting for. So I've given you the step onto the video, so you can go ahead and watch that. So can we watch the installation? Yes, the installation is pretty much same. The video that I've given you these days is pretty much same, because I've just now created that video just like two weeks back only. So I'm pretty sure. Just a suggestion, sir. Can you please provide us the installation guides beforehand so that we can finish our setups beforehand and focus on demonstration that you are going to provide, as that is the most interesting part. Yes, it was possible onto the group, but most probably I'll look for Discord group, and I'll send you the link of Discord group soon. Maybe next time when I'll come live. So make sure you join my class, and I'll share you the Discord group, and I'll once have a word with the higher authorities of company if I'm allowed to do that. And then I'll be, and then we can give you a quick head start about what to do today, what to download today, what to cover today. And, we'll be in contact. Until the time, the only way to stay in contact with me is just by contacting me on Instagram. The Instagram username I'm giving you again, that is the fastest way to contact with me right now. That is Saksham, the computer guy. This is my Instagram username. That's the fastest way to connect with me. Better share screen. Which display manager? Which display manager? I forgot where was the display manager into the installation. Just check out the video of the installation link that I've given you. I'm pretty sure you'll be finding all of that over there. What dual booting means, as mentioned at Kali. So dual boot means that when you open up your BIOS, you get two options. One is to start your normal operating system. The other one is to start your Kali Linux operating system. So that is the difference between BIOS and this thing, dual boot and normal Kali. So I'm sorry if I've missed anyone's questions, but I tried my best to answer everyone's question. Discord group we are preparing soon, and yes, so I believe I've replied all the questions. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. Installation is boring. Yes, installation is boring. Little bit of fundamentals are also, but the most happening parts are attacks. When you attack, you'll feel so good. What is Discord? Discord is like a chat room, no? So people keep on chatting. People keeps on chatting there continuously. Like there are a lot of hacking groups and these kind of groups out there. Okay, so a quick one. Once again, I would like to say if you are really enjoying the session, make sure you take a quick picture and tag me on Instagram with the username Saksham the Computer Guy and iNeuron, so that we can quickly get a feedback that if you are really enjoying this session or not. Did you select graphical install option? Yes, I have selected the graphical install option. What is the difference between SOC and cybersecurity? SOC is different service based and cybersecurity is different based. It's completely different. Give me a second. Okay. So, Lakhwat Dev. Okay. So SOC into the SOC, SOC is basically a center of cybersecurity, and cybersecurity is like they're almost same, but it's what you call it in which country. But yeah. Graphical install. Discord is an application on mobile like WhatsApp. Yes, it is. Through cloud EC2 installation to 1000 servers also in 5 minutes, but it's costing if we use it in our daily practice. Yes, cloud is quite costly if you host the whole operating system. If you're a full-time employee of any company, can we yes, this is what a lot of people are doing, but they don't say it publicly. But yes, bug bounty is like a good type of hobby. Like whenever sometimes when when I feel like doing it, though I'm not doing it when I've joined other companies, since there is a lack of time for sure. But you can do it when you go home and then your Saturday is free. So it could be a bug bounty night for you if you are in some company. So like this, you can spend some time on bug bounty and in the night time. Usually that's why hackers are mostly active into the night time, because they are working in some companies into the daytime, and in night they are doing this. Are we going to extend this class? I'm just waiting for the installation to complete, but it is taking quite a while. So I'm taking the doubts for a while. And then as soon as the installation is complete, we are going to be done with it. Apart from the installation, I just want to ask you about zero-day attack. Cynthia, zero-day attack is something like, zero-day attack is like a completely new attack that nobody has heard about it. Like, the attacks that we are going to cover in this course are like, suppose this is SQL and suppose this is like CSRF, or like CSRF is a everybody knows CSRF. It is like cross-site request forgery. So now somebody is finding that CSRF in some other website and second, third, and other websites and on other platforms as well. But zero-day attack is something that nobody has heard about. It is the self-made attack that he has generated on his own. Nobody has heard about it, but still it is getting some faulty output. It is doing some damage. That is called as zero-day attack. For example, Log4j was a zero-day vulnerability. Okay, so सर आप इस कोर्स में बेस टू एडवांस दोनों कवर, हाँ एकदम एडवांस और एकदम बेसिक से भी, because you know, if I'm teaching you the installation right in front of you, I don't think so if anything could be much more you know, basic rather than that. After this, I'm even going to tell you the protocols and everything from basic, so you need not to worry. You just need to continue in this class for like next 3-4 sessions in order to complete your fundamental. If you are a beginner, that is really important for you. Okay, where will we get the installation guide? Missed some part. I have sent you the video for the installation separately. I'm gonna send it to you again. If somebody has if somebody has missed my video on installation, that is already up there. This is the link for installation. Okay, next week 2 classes, right? Yes, next week 2 classes. One is going to be on Saturday. The second one is going to be on Sunday. Timings are going to be same. What are the stage of cybersecurity certification? Basic to higher, entry-level jobs. Yeah, this is a basic level of certification. I'll keep on introducing you on the way about the advanced level of certifications as well. Need to move out for personal work. Okay, Peter, have a great day. Thanks. I like the session and I downloaded the Kali. Okay, so supposedly I'm sir, I'm student. I'm doing this course. What type of job can I approach after completing it? As a student, first of all, you need to complete your graduation, and then you can become a cybersecurity analyst or these kind of things anywhere. Take the internship somewhere in a cybersecurity company or maybe a tiny or anywhere, and then you're gonna go for it. What is format of bug report which we submit? I'm going to teach you. We have a complete different session for making a bug report that we need to submit. CCNA writing and security record required for cyber. No, that is not required. Please share any good source for solar wind attack. Okay. I'll share you one good link later on. You can just inbox me on Instagram and I'll show you that link over there. VirtualBox was installed easily. Kali Linux contains 2.7 GB volume. Yes, it's easy to install. Which certification is required to land job? First one is this one only. Can you please tell about Log4j, which was ended by someone? For Log4j, I'll have to take a separate half an hour of session. So maybe I can also put that into the bucket list of my YouTube video. But right now I'm going to jump onto the Julian Assange video. Make sure you guys comment me over there so that I can make the video on demand for you all. Like you have demanded one video for Julian Assange timeline of what he has done at which year. So I'm going to make you right after this, make that right after this session. Which all certifications I'm going to keep you time to time. What should we use link to Kali? Yes. CCNA routing and switching is not required. No, routing. Yeah, switching is required sometimes, and learning switching and routing is good. So no harm. For Saturday session, any prerequisites for it? Yes, the prerequisite for the next session is that you will have to update and upgrade your Kali before you come into the class. My installation done, sir. I have to go. Anything else remaining? No, you may go. We are just taking the doubts for now. I'll see you again the next Saturday at the same time. Okay, so what's during installation process? I'm just going to take this last question and then we are done with today's session, because it is taking a little while. People wants to go, and it will eventually install. I've already shared you the video, so you can follow the installation path over there and make sure you update and upgrade your Kali Linux. And error installation setup step failed. You would have to install it again. Demanding for Julian Assange. Please, sir, do the video. Yes, definitely. I'm going to do that. You're going to watch my video right tomorrow only. Exactly tomorrow. Monday to Friday, whom to contact? You can contact me on saksham@ineuron.ai, and I'm gonna make you connect to someone from ineuron. for your doubts and these kind of things. I want to suggest after 3 hours of class, can the doubt session be the 3 hours Monday and Tuesday evening? No, I don't think so. That will be possible because we have a lot of different roles assigned here. But yes, you can go with the go for these kind of sessions. With the Mukesh, I'll ask him to go with any kind of guidance. DT, you can just email me on saksham@ineuron.ai, and I'll make sure that all of your doubts can be cleared on Monday, Tuesday, or any day you want, just not on Monday, Tuesday. Showing auto capture keyboard, sir. Yes, it will auto capture. I'm a Linux admin working right now with an organizer. So do I need to do the internship, or you can directly apply for cybersecurity jobs if you are doing a full-time job right now. I want to rewatch this recording. When I get this recording, I'll ask with my team to record it as soon as possible. But this is the final time to say goodbye. We are over limiting the time already. And sir, I also discovered your channel with the video on kim.com. Yes, I do have a video on kim.com as well. But I hope you enjoyed this session, and I hope you have the download link and the configuration link of Kali Linux. This will keep on installing. If you face any kind of problem, feel free to contact me on saksham@ineuron.ai, and please do follow and subscribe me on YouTube. The username for YouTube and Instagram is Saksham the Computer Guy. I'm waiting for your stories on Instagram because this is the first day. So I'll be very happy to meet you all over the stories. So make sure you take a quick picture and tag ineuron and Saksham the Computer Guy on that story. It was really amazing to interact with all of you right here. I'm excited to see you into the next class, but that's it for today. I'll see you again tomorrow, the next Saturday. Thank you everyone for joining.